So last time we left off with you guys, I'll kind of go back a little bit farther since it's been a little bit with the holidays, but you guys had rescued Teldris from Geom, or excuse me, from Adre, going all the way while Gerald Strom was away during the immediate meeting, while basically the leaders were trying to figure out what to do with this storm. While Gerald Strom was away, you guys had went, rescued through the help of Jacqueline Enru, Teldris, Aknos, Life's nephew, and had brought him back to the High Peak mountains, in which bringing him back to your guys' homestead in Inventus. You'd caught up with Gerald Strom and Denistine and Grendridge. You saw some of your guys' orphans that had still been alive and making it through the storm. When you made it back, you had heard Gerald Strom speak of the heart that was showing of this storm. You guys had went into town, and then Aurum had gone and visited the storm site. After doing so, he had gone, walked closer, the winds surmounted and growing stronger. You basically walked, being told by this gem of Azuna to get closer. Being taken within the gem, you kind of had this experience being tossed into the vortex of this huge storm, seeing above the clouds for the first time, seeing this vision, seeing this large robed figure topple what looked like this party. With your intelligence, you kind of pieced together that was maybe a story of Rennoc toppling the party of the Deliverance, with Azuna kind of giving you some foresight and some intuition on it. After that, you had been brought back down where the storm had kind of dwindled. You had gathered back with Magnus and Fuctus, going back to your homestead. You guys made it back outside of town, where you waited a few moments gathering for the night, and then a few moments later you saw this large storm erupt into this huge fire and flame. You noticed miles away from this town of Inventus, it started making its way closer. And that's basically where we left off, with this huge almost forming of this, I don't want to say elemental, but this tornado almost that you had seen before, now changing, almost giving shape, forming itself, making its way in a direct line towards Inventus. You guys, as you see some of the mages and some of the druids and whatnot, sorcerers gathering around Inventus, casting their burial magic, you guys immediately see the snow melt. Not just immediately. I mean, it's like almost in a blink of an eye when this tornado just erupts. So much of the snow just takes away everything around. You see that some of the fire that is bringing itself close is almost like a white burning light. And that's where we're going to get into what you guys want to do. So currently you guys are about 5 minutes from town. You guys just see this enormous erupting light far away. You know the storm is coming. What do you guys want to do?
So this storm, is it still like a tornado, or does it have
It's like a tornado.
any kind of?
It's
it
not.
doesn't have
It's
any
not
kind
forming
of, like,
appendages or anything like that. You notice that it's almost. You notice that when you were very near it, that it wasn't touching. You kind of could walk like underneath it, and then you were enveloped up into it. It's now touching, like grounded, and it's moving. And you can tell just by the debris that it's kind of throwing around, that the mounds of snow, whatever isn't just immediately evaporated, is melting very quickly and just being kind of just tossed around. All the trees, some of them being torched. You see a couple like outcrops of some of the farms that are off in the like far distance, just immediately catching fire. No appendages though.
Oh, this just looks like a tornado.
For the most part, yes.
There's no Like, this isn't a fucking
Being
elemental.
structure, yeah, it's not
Nope.
like
Yeah,
structure as
I
a.
thought it had been described as like as a large entity.
You know that inside of it that Gerald had mentioned some sort of like heart of a storm, but you know that there's something inside of it that you can see, but it's not forming anything. The only thing that was described last time is like you guys could maybe see inside something being contained within the storm. But it's not like a storm, like a tornado with arms and legs.
Didn't that goddess, whoever was in the gym, tell you that like
Yeah, Zuna.
he is Azuna? She said like he is waking up or something. He is here. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't recall.
Yep. The last
offhand.
time, no, you're right. The last time when he had like came down and you saw that this had like bursted, you were told that he knew that he was essentially that someone was aware. That was it.
But someone was like aware it had touched down?
Well, you asked the question, you know, someone had asked, like, you know, maybe what caused it. And the gem had answered that he was aware. And then that's where we kind of ended it. And then you asked after the session, you know, what does that mean? And I said, well, it could have been a reaction to something. Like you had seen the vision. So someone was maybe aware that you had saw that vision. It maybe triggered something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea how to fight a tornado.
Richard kind of turns.
Yeah. I could just shoot it until it dies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we could try.
But do tornadoes have life? Do they bleed?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it was heading toward the city.
Yeah, but who do we know that's in there that's important? Aren't everybody that we care about not there?
Nah,
I mean, Gerald
Gerald's in
Strom.
there. And then,
Yeah,
like,
but
innocent people
who
and stuff.
is that guy?
But-
And innocent people and stuff. We let a bunch of orphans die to vampires. Does that really matter? Morality speaking. Do you even know any of those innocent town people's names? They're just people that live here. It's not that important.
I know a couple of them. I'd have to look at
Okay,
my notes.
name one.
I'd have to look at my notes.
That's my point. You're like,
Grindridge turns. So, what is our next option? What is our next move? Are we going to do anything about this now? Or are we just going to hope that they can handle this?
I mean, do you have a weapon that hurts tornadoes somewhere stored away that we don't know about? Or maybe like a guidebook on how to fight tornadoes with
don't.
weapons?
But the snow
'Cause I'm
might
lost.
dwindle it somewhat. It's about a mile or two away. There's wizards, there's sorcerers. I don't know. They have magic. There's nothing.
Okay. Oh, okay. So last week, I say last week, when I communed with nature, it did tell me that there was a powerful elemental. So inside the tornado, there is an elemental. So we don't have to fight the tornado. We just have to fight the thing in the tornado.
Right, there's something in it you guys were made aware of last time. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can kill elementals. They die. We can do that.
Yeah,
But he's surrounded by a total, tornado.
I might be able to help with that. There's a couple of different things I can do.
What about the lapidary?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, he's here to make fucking quest items, okay?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he knows
For
something
later,
about
dog.
controlling smaller storms and not giant winter ones.
Oh, okay. Let's.
He's making the doomsday device for the important storm. We need to figure out how to deal with this now.
What if there's not a way to stop the storm, maybe, if we can only kill what's inside of it? How do we get to what's inside of it through the storm?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Real
With
quick.
lots of explosives.
Or we're
Wait
just
till
gonna
it
sit
shows
here
itself?
and just wait?
Nah, we need to be moving towards it if this is what we're doing. I don't have anything that can get us super close.
Well, we're gonna need to at least be within the city, or at least close to it, maybe on the outskirts, so that way if something does happen, we can at least act. We can't do anything a mile or two away. At least I
can
can't.
shoot. I just need to be within 600 yards.
Well,
And I can
that's-
start feet, whatever. Far away, 600 feet, and I can shoot this thing.
And then what? What if that's not enough?
I shoot it some more. I'm a dude.
All I'm
Stop.
saying
That's
is it
me,
just
like,
doesn't
what
sound like a very good plan when maybe we can't kill, like you said, a whole storm. Like you said, we couldn't kill the last one that you ran into.
Yeah, and I'm hoping magical arrows can, like, I don't know, fucking pierce through its defenses and, like, make the elemental, pop out instead of just being like,
No,
"Man, I'm
you
in a
guys
fucking
see
tornado."
the storm is still moving while you guys are sitting here. Grendridge, he's just kind of looking at you, Magnus, and you're the new guy here. He kind of doesn't really seem to give a shit what you're saying. He kind of just looks at Aurum and fuck this. So what do you two, fuck this one right now, because he's just spewing something. Maybe we can fight it, sure. I'm not putting that off the table. But what if we can't? If it comes closer, if the sorcerers can't move, or at least defend part of this town, then what? Do we let it go? Should we be sending someone towards the media? Does anybody have a way to send a
Maybe.
message?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could somehow contact the storm chasers.
Okay.
I
See, the
think we
issue with this whole "we're gonna fucking contact someone else for help" thing is assuming that this is the only storm that is active that is also doing this.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is a
See,
good
because we
point.
didn't realize we have like an apocalyptic storm, and now one of the little storms just happens to fucking pop up and start murdering people. No, there's no way. Most likely, every other little storm is now acting up exactly like this one.
There's no way to tell. So the only thing we can do right now is deal with the storm with this in front of us, and I would say we just go towards it. I have some things that can protect us and make our lives easier and safer. And if there is an opportunity to take care of it, cool. If not, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Bridge when we get there.
Jake, give me a yeah, fuck this. Give me a wisdom saving throw. While you guys are sitting here. Man, that was almost so good. So as you guys are sitting here, you don't notice anything.
All
I
right.
don't even remember why he's taking wisdom saving throws anymore.
I assume I think I know why. Aurum doesn't.
I don't remember when he started, is what I mean.
I know when. It was after he almost got kidnapped, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see, Grendridge, I'm heading into town. I'm gonna at least
Okay.
help some of the men. Maybe some of the children get together, get the women out, go after the children next, and then join with some of the men.
Then we're gonna swarm it, right?
No, we need to maybe evacuate, get some of the things. No, there's cattle, there's food, Magnus. You have a
All right,
family,
I was
you know? Well,
kidding.
now's maybe not the greatest time to kid around. Okay, well then you go
with
handle
your
the
smart
animal.
logistical powers, go get up the townspeople and make sure they don't get, rounded up by the elemental.
You see
All right,
Dennis scene, he
seem
kind of
like that
walks
kinda guy.
in from the back. You all need to be very careful about this. If that elemental gets too close, we can't have all of you go missing. You're all very valuable right now, and the Unbroken Allegiance needs each and every one of you alive. We've lost one already, and I'd like to have our numbers on our side when we do go after the Red Council. And remember, We are supposed to be tracking down this weapon and heading off this whatever airship in 2 days. So don't go rushing in and killing yourselves.
We also can't just sit by and watch people get slaughtered.
Oh, it's not that we just can't sit by and watch people get slaughtered. It's actively coming to where we are anyway.
We need to start moving towards
stuff.
it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the option to run, but that's not what we're gonna do.
Grandage turns. All right, I'm heading the fuck in. He turns and he just starts walking in.
People that run die. Okay.
All right.
All right, so you guys moving in? Or are you guys staying? Still talking?
We're gonna go in with Grendridge.
Okay.
At least I am.
All right, so you guys take about 5 minutes. You guys already start feeling the heat. It's building. It's melting already in the pathway of this storm. Most of any snow that would be in its path, and as it's getting closer, you see within 50, 60 feet of whatever's next to this storm is eventually just turned immediately to what the ground was before all this snowfall. You see grass starting to form underneath some of it, immediately being cinched and then brought back to dirt that's then just burnt. As you guys make your way in, you guys notice, now are you guys heading into the city? Are you guys going to the outskirts? You guys make your way in and you see the town. Things are not like lit on fire, but you see a lot of the people notice this huge storm. People are, kind of onlooking. You see a couple boys as you guys go walking by. Man, that's really cool. I wonder if we should go maybe get a little bit closer. And you hear people start ringing bells. You hear individuals, run! There needs to be evacuations! That is not normal. You see Gerald Strom walking out of his house, now coming towards the center of town as you guys start making your way into it. You guys run up to him. He's not even looking at you. You guys walk up to about 5 to 10 feet behind him as he's just staring at this as he takes part of his hand and wipes his brow. You hear him, oh my God. What are we gonna do? At this moment, you guys walk up right behind him as Grandridge kind of puts his hand on his shoulder. Gerald, we're here. I'm going to evacuate. I'm going to get with the men. We're getting the women and the children out of here. We're going to get the cattle, whatever we can. We're getting all of it as far away from here as we can. I don't know what to do from there. Get with them. And he just motions to you, and you see Grandridge immediately just bolt off. What are you guys doing?
Far away is like the eye, I'll call it, like the
from where you guys are, I'd say 2,000 feet, maybe 1,500 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Which direction is it currently moving?
It's going technically, so if we're looking at the map here, it's about right here, and it's going like east to like southwest towards Inventus.
Okay. So it is coming essentially toward us?
Yes.
Okay. That's no bueno.
You can tell that the heat is mounting. Like, I mean, mounting. Like, sweat on your brow, like, very soon if this gets closer.
Okay.
You're going to need to maybe start making some checks.
I have an idea. It's
Gerald just looks at you. His voice just kind of stutters. What are we going to do?
Okay, so with Aurum a little bit ago talked with nature with his hair. It was really weird. I mean, when it works though. But you said there's a giant elemental in there. We have this paladin here. He can get himself to be bigger, and then I can bigger the biggerness. Okay. So what if we just made him like, a kaiju-sized paladin, and then had him just, because he's resistant to fire, just tackle that thing out of the center of the tornado.
Jared just raises an eye and looks right at you both. You think you can do that? You can withstand such a thing? The heat coming off of it.
We could sure as hell try.
I don't know. Does anybody else have a good idea?
You guys just start seeing people running past you. You see Grandridge. Come on, we gotta make it out of the town. Go to safety. People start making their way. You see people grabbing what they can
do you
as
have
they're
anything
just
that
running.
can add to this insane plan, Aurum?
Well, fuck this. Was gonna suggest like maybe something to do with that blue gem that we have. Maybe we could use that.
Oh, this
What?
seems pretty. This seems pretty like against what the blue gem's power is. Because the blue gem's kind of like cold, icy wind. This is like setting things on fire.
Yeah, I can make
They don't match.
this tackle a tornado plan better, but it requires me being next to fuck this. It requires me being essentially within 30 feet of him.
You guys
The
see
whole
that
time.
the storm starts getting closer. You see one of the far outreaching farms lights on fire.
Do we not have any like no buff spells to throw on them on top of the unmark?
The only buff spell I have that I can put on. Oh, I do have one that I was gonna do anyway. And I will just go ahead and do it now, considering whatever we do is gonna be over within an hour. Aurum will actually pull out the blue gem he has, and he will kind of put it in between his two hands, and he will kind of rub it with his thumbs, and then he will take what appears to be almost air given texture, like a congealed like layer of air, and he will rub it and it will cover his hand, and then he will put his hand on Fuctus's head, and this layer of air will cover him almost infinitesimally small across his entire body as I cast freedom of movement. And so you, for the next hour, Fuctus, you are unaffected by difficult terrain of all kinds. Your speed cannot be reduced. You can't be paralyzed or restrained, and you can just spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from any kind of grapple or restraint. So there you go.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
now we're gonna need you to make yourself big.
I can do that.
Here? Now?
Yeah, yourself.
How long does that
I don't
last?
know how. I have no idea.
Probably only a minute.
I mean, you might as well look on D&D Beyond. It's in there. All that text is added, so it might just say. And as you do this, you cast it. Gerald looks. That gem. That gives you the power to do that.
Yeah. It definitely helps. I'm trying to work on not having it be required, but yeah, it's
Okay, once we get
showing me a
close
thing or
enough
two.
to hit for
Yeah,
him
it's
to actually
one-
like get there,
It's
I'll-
1 minute.
I'll enlarge him because I have to do it after he enlarges.
Well, we'll have to
Yeah.
wait to get closer because this is only 1 minute.
All right. I can get us closer.
Okay.
And
I also have 4 uses.
Yeah.
Gerald looks at him and then looks at the storm. I would say stand on the outskirts of town, possibly. And if the storm gets close enough, retreat through town. Run if you have to.
Maybe we could distract it away from the town.
Something. You're gonna need to try and fight it though outside of town if we're gonna try and save any lives. Save as much. And he kind of looks around at the buildings and everything. Save as much of Inventus as we can. If there's anything that's left, it'll be all that I can say to thank you. He looks around. He starts walking. Now go! He goes over to Grendridge and he starts helping gather. Women and children helping them. He starts opening doors, yelling, "We need to evacuate! Get out! Inventus is no longer safe! If you are not helping the party of the Moonlight Marauders, head eastward!" You all look around and you notice there's a spot about, I'd say, northeast of you, about 500 feet. A clear pathway with some, I'd say, small outcroppings of some trees. There's still some snow where you see that the storm is still kind of riding that way. You have a little bit of high ground. You guys look around. Everybody give me a perception check. No, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing the dice is fucking cool.
Ooh, dirty 20.
All right, so just looking around, you all notice that not only is this spot probably the most advantageous, but you see that the storm, even if it does come towards you, it's got to go through a decent amount of debris. And possibly, just possibly, if by what Grendridge maybe said is true, and the snow could wane the storm at all, there's a large mound of snow going that it would have to go uphill towards to get to you anyway. You look around and you notice that even though it's only maybe 20 to 30 feet, you think that this might be the best bet. And then you start seeing these small flakes. You think it's snow at first, and then you realize it's not snow. One hits your skin, and then one your scales, fuck this, and it kind of singes a little. And you notice that this is white ash burning. You see that this smog from this large tornado is emitting these embers that start snowing, evaporating the snow that is falling. As people start continuing, fleeing, and running around, what do you guys do?
How close are we at this point?
Currently, you're still in town. Do you guys want to go out to that vantage point?
He said, what did you say, like 2,000 feet?
The storm is about 2,000 feet, maybe a little bit closer now. This outcropping is about 5,000 feet. It's right on the outskirts of where most of the buildings are. There's no real wall here in Inventus. It's kind of just open, but this is kind of like an outcropping right where the buildings kind of stop, and you go about another 200 to 300 feet, and you're about there, I'd say.
I'd say we just gotta approach the storm. Know if we have any other options.
Either way, if you kind of go out, you're going to have to deal with some trees and things in the way, and the terrain of, there's not just huge plains everywhere unless you would have beaten the storm and got way out there where the storm has already, traveled and taken out pretty much everything.
Yeah, like I don't think we have any cards to play to make the storm change course. Besides like head on, I don't think anything else makes sense.
I mean, other than maybe, we're still gonna have to go at it, but bowing away from the city slightly to try to lure it.
Yeah, but the issue that is why would luring it fucking do anything?
To keep it away from the town, to
That's my point.
Destroy the town,
why would it care about going towards you instead of the town? You don't have anything to make it specifically fight us. Like clashing head on is.
We're gonna pose a threat. We're gonna pose a threat to it.
All I'm saying is most likely the thing already fucking knows we're there because it's like fucking made of air and controlling a firestorm. Like, I don't think sneaking or hitting it from the side is really gonna fucking make that big of a fucking difference. I think whichever one gets us, like, the luring will happen after we engage. We can't just be like, let's attack her from the left so it goes left. We have to attack it and then go left so it goes left. It has to have a reason to just be like, oh, I'm gonna take a right instead of, killing all these townspeople. I'm gonna fight this paladin. Like, you can't just be like, oh, there's a paladin. Like, it's not gonna go fuck.
So what are you guys doing? The storm's slowly approaching. You see it go about another 100 feet while you guys are talking.
I don't know, frontal collision's my vote.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go at it anyway.
And that's just hoping with our kaiju fucking knight here with freedom of movement can get it out of the tornado.
All right, so you guys want to move in closer?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys gather your things. You take what you have, and you guys start making your way towards the outskirts part of town. You go about 300-400 feet, and you figure that this is probably the safest bet. You notice as you do so, you feel the heat. Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw as you notice that as you just start
+3
walking,
because we're next to fuck this.
+3.
you feel the immense heat start picking up.
+3. 14.
All right, so
Nice.
you all fail. As you guys start walking, you guys immediately feel this heat blast amongst your face, and it starts essentially dehydrating Magnus, you, and Fuctus. Aurum, the heat starts almost brimming on the metallic part of your bodies and some of the wooden aspects that are infused into you. You start feeling the heat of them. You guys all take 1 point of exhaustion. You guys feel this immense heat pour over you as the storm gets closer. You guys.
I'm gonna cast Fire Shield, which will give me resistance to fire damage.
Okay.
And wouldn't Jake's resistant to fire damage? Would that help him with environmental effects?
I don't think so.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
But my movement's not impeded, right?
Yeah, this looks goofy.
There
Yeah,
we
I
go.
don't remember
No.
what one level exhaustion
Because of
actually
the-
does.
It's just a disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, sick. Tackle and shove is an ability check. Sweet.
you guys sit here and you wait. You take a few moments, and then you see the storm as it moves forward. You guys see as it approaches, it probably gets to about, I'd say, 500-600 feet, and then moves closer again. As it keeps moving closer, you notice it's picking up speed. It almost seems to be shrinking in size. You wait a few seconds, and then you realize there's still something inside of it, and it's trained its eyes, for what it looks like, right on you all. It seems to have noticed you. You wait a moment, and you see these individuals and hear footsteps. They start running from behind. You see a couple sorcerers and individuals wrapped in robes start moving farther, and they run past you. You hear one stop. Very long bearded man. We're gonna try and head it off if it gets past you. Gerald told us to back you up, and we're here. We may not be able to help you much, but we'll help you with the heat some. We see that it's putting up quite a battle for you, but you see they all cast this huge imbued bubble that was once over the city, now in between you and the barrier between this. You notice as it crosses between you, the heat lessens just a little bit. You wait a few moments, and then you realize it's still moving. I need you all to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Did mine roll?
Neat.
Nice.
Dope. All right.
All right, now let me make sure.
Why won't mine roll?
It said it did.
What I roll?
23?
No, I don't see it.
No, I don't.
That
see
was
it either.
4. That was.
Or no, you got a 20. It
Right.
says you got a 20 on mine. You maybe didn't show it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. It
Yeah.
wasn't a public roll, maybe.
Oh no, I don't see it actually.
Yeah, I don't see you roll.
No.
I mean, I see yours, but I don't see it. Hang on, let me
like if I roll a dexterity ability check.
I cleared and let me I removed
Yeah,
it.
that worked.
I removed it. Reroll. I just removed it. Just reroll your initiative.
There it goes.
Okay.
All right.
14.
14.
Can we?
All right.
Can I pre-use my enlarge like I wanted to?
No, now that we're in initiative.
Yeah.
Ain't close enough for it anyway.
So now that you guys sit here, you literally wait a moment. You take a second, Is there anything you guys want to do, as it's going to be Aurum's turn first, as the storm has already moved?
Yeah. How
Does the ruler tell you how
is-
far it is?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does, but I just can't see it. I have to be so zoomed out that I can't see any of the actual text. It's 400-ish feet, 300, 400 feet out still.
It's
And
far.
shoot it from here.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna cast. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Aurum is going to take his staff, and he's just gonna lift it, and then he's gonna slam it into the ground.
Okay.
And from the top of the staff, their purple electricity is gonna crackle down and into the earth, and any loose pebbles or rocks or anything that's been exposed is actually gonna start levitating a little bit as this almost geomagnetism happens within 30 feet, and I'm gonna cast Circle of Power. So anything within 30 feet, or each friendly creature within 30 feet of me, they have advantage on saving throws. And if you pass a saving throw, which would only result in half damage, you take no damage instead.
Hot damn.
Yeah, it's good
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that little green thing I put on the map?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, I didn't mean to do that. How do you delete that?
That's a good question.
I think you can just delete it.
Yeah, use like
Just
the
quick
actual
delete.
delete key.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And
You're right,
then
you're right.
there's a tree, what looks like ahead of me here
Yep.
somewhere. So I will, I guess, take cover behind a tree. How does that work? Let's see here. How far away is that? That's 30 feet, 35, 30 feet right there. Boop. 30 feet, something like that. Right there. All right, I'm just gonna. Oh, actually, do I have to do that? Oh, okay. Yep, something like that. I think it was that one.
How do you do that measurement thing?
It's in the top left. There's 6 little icons. It's the bottom right. It's measure distance. And so you just click the square you want to measure from,
Oh, perfect.
Sorry, I'm trying
That's what I
to
was
figure out
trying
how
to
to.
do,
and then you move with WASD.
I'm trying to figure out how
I
to
think
have
you
a
can click and
token so
drag,
I
too.
can even see what I'm
I
doing.
couldn't do it. It would just do the
Oh.
measurement. So maybe if you select target and then move.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you select
yeah.
target. Yeah.
Okay, so you got to change that thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna just wait just a smidge more before anything crazy happens. I don't think I have any other like bonus actions to use, so I will just end my turn there, I suppose.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Buctus and what looks like Magnus are both within that 30 feet, so we're good.
Cool. All
I
right.
do.
So on to Magnus.
How did you do that?
I'm gonna move here. Do I have line of sight of the storm itself?
Yeah, you got yes, currently yes.
I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna have my gun with my anti-elemental bullets ready to shoot. I'm just gonna hold my action, and that's it.
All right. As you wait, you take a moment, you move up, you notice the heat still boiling and starting to melt the snow as it starts moving closer. You see as it starts catching most of the trees and everything around it on fire. You guys take a moment and you realize that the heat almost steps up another notch as you guys sit back waiting. You guys still have a little bit of a vantage point. The storm itself, about 200 to 300 feet in height, billowing about. You see it just start tearing through some of the trees. And as it does so, you notice something else. Inside, not only does this storm seem to be looking right at you, you notice that it's almost staring almost maybe casting something. You see this large globule ball out of the top and the middle of this tornado just get thrown out, mixed with what looks like ash and debris from a large tree. Two pieces get thrown out to the right and to the left. As it gets taken down, you see sorcerers trying to dodge it. One smashed entirely. You hear them as he just quickly gets drawn out and his life taken immediately. You see two more trees get thrown out, and this huge fire ember gets shot right out, with many smaller globules being shot out. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw. Those of you that are behind a tree, I'm gonna roll a D100 real quick.
We get advantage.
Is that because is that your thing?
Okay, so
yeah.
So your guys' tree in front of you does not catch on fire. You guys are fine.
This is a dex saving throw at advantage.
19.
Yeah. Neat.
I think I really only got an 11.
Rough.
Fuck this. You, as you are not behind anything, you see yourself caught out, and you're gonna take 12 points of fire damage. As you
6
see
points,
this
get fucked.
kind of just shot out, you take a part in your leg as you try and run and get out of the way, unable to do so. That is the end of his turn. Fuck this, on to you.
Alrighty. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I will use my bonus action to use the Giant's Might, where I become large. I'm a large creature for 1 minute.
All right.
And then I'll move.
Can you like make his token 4 times
Yeah,
bigger
and
for a little bit?
yeah, I got you.
What are these black pillars I'm seeing?
Line of
There are
sight.
trees.
Trees?
Line of
Okay.
sight through the trees, yeah.
I will move.
Oh god, there's your fat boy.
Yeah, just try
I'll
to stay
move
within
here.
the purple though.
Oh, yeah. I'll use. Oh. Oh.
Hang on.
Did I do that?
No, I did.
Okay.
Because it's off on the scale. There. There we go. And there, now you don't need him. You can have him. There you go.
Can he move it?
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
This is about 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
And that's where I be, behind this tree. This tree that's like 50 feet in front of me.
All right. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, on to you, Aurum.
Okay. I think we just need to get closer. I can't do anything this far away. Yeah, I'm just gonna book it, I think. So what I'm going to do is, as he's throwing out fireballs, the trees are catching on fire. Aurum is just going to take a moment as the world burns around him, and he is going to just reach down and kind of plant his hand in the kind of dirt in front of him, and stone and dirt is going to begin rolling, like almost as if he's vacuuming it up around his arm and then covering him as he wild shapes into an earth elemental.
Okay.
And then he is immediately going to dive underground. He's
Nice.
going to earth glide 10 feet down underneath the surface. which gives me another like 20 feet of movement. Oh, I haven't used an action, so I'm probably just gonna dash. So I get, was that 50 then feet? So yeah, I'm gonna move 50 feet, something. Let's see here.
You're moving
50.
around, dog. Sick.
Yeah. So that's that square right there. So,
Any big friends?
no.
Damn.
Not unless you can also Earth Glide. So, boom, that's where I am. The circle doesn't come with me though, which is interesting. Let's see, can I move that?
You should be able to. I moved the
Yeah.
one I had.
Nope, that just makes a second one. All right.
Well,
Just
delete the
delete
first
the other one, I guess.
How do I do that?
Yeah, there should be like
I-
a
Just,
dot in the
you
middle
just
of
click on it and then delete.
yeah.
I cannot click on that.
Can you right click the little thing in the center?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, I cannot click that.
Well, it's there forever.
Yep, it's just gonna be slowly. It's just gonna be a pathway of purple circles. This one maybe? There. Wait. Nope. Did that do anything?
Yes.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, it was
There.
good.
There we go. Okay. All right. I see. All right. Now that's the end of my turn. I'm underground, and so I would think, therefore, unaffected by fire.
Roger that. All right. So it is now onto your boy there, Magnus.
God damn, I can't see how far away this thing is, and I want to move like a retard.
It is.
I'm going to bonus action Sonic Jump, so that doubles my movement, and a dash, that doubles it again. How much movement do I have? How
What?
much
You
is
should
that?
have 30. You should have 30. So
Oops.
double to 60, so 120. It looks like it's the base of it is 260 or something. It's edge, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because its edge is
So
right
I got
here.
120 movement.
Yeah.
Or can I go with 120 movement?
Far.
I'm gonna go over there. I'm now like fucking here.
All right, so you run over there. As you do so, getting closer.
I'm on it to where I can see Pat. There we go. The shadows making it all weird.
I mean, yeah, the big ass trees don't go right behind them. They're right up to them. There's no stalks on these. There's snow. It's melting though. You doing anything?
That was all my stuff. That was all my movement.
All right. It is going to move up here. As it does
Feel
so,
safe.
it starts shooting what looks like globules once again, though farther than you. You are all a little closer. You see some of them starting to rain behind you. As it does so, some of the larger frontal parts of the of this firestorm look like it's almost shielding. You see two parts, a front and a right, now that it's closer, almost like plates shielding the front of this tornado. The back of it seems to not be what would be affected. All of you guys have a decent enough intelligence score to kind of just naturally just see this. Your perception, you just notice this. It has frontal, what looks like plates made of fire. You see this elemental inside of it. And as it does so, it immediately picks up this one large. And for the first time, you see this almost animated arm reach out. And from the center of this huge storm, it grabs what looks like the fire from the inside and it throws it in this direction. I'm going to roll a D100 and see how accurate it is.
Directions.
Yeah, I did. It's right above you.
It was right there.
Yep.
Well, like here.
Yeah, it was in this general area. Yeah.
Kind of accurate. So you see it and it throws it a little short. It hits here and you see it bounce twice. Here and then another time here. and it goes all the way back. As it kind of skips through, you do not take any damage. You see, though, that some of the trees are immediately struck with fire. You notice that the inside, whatever this creature or elemental is, it seems to be lurching around inside, turning, looking. You see the fire and the flames getting closer. And at the end of its turn, I need everybody to give me another Constitution saving throw. And that's the end of its turn.
Do I have to consider him underground?
You do not. I need you, Jake, to add your new guy to the initiative.
Oh, his new token?
Yeah.
Oh, do that.
And I think I can.
One,
Is this
Two.
disadvantage because of the exhaust
I got you. I got you.
The saving throws aren't a
No,
disadvantage.
no. It's ability checks.
ability checks? Okay.
And then that's the end of its turn. So then we're back at the top of combat.
All right.
Okay. So, what was everybody's checks? Oh, yeah. You guys are good. All right. So, you guys are fine? On to you, Aurum.
Oh, my turn?
My turn.
Oh,
Right?
Oh, yes.
It is
yes,
yours.
Yes,
Sorry.
100% correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about tackling this thing.
Well, too fucking bad. I'm like burning to death behind a tree over here. Okay, we don't got options, dude. Just dash. Let's get this done. The best CC and to make this thing stop burning us to death is it being dead. Okay.
Dead CC.
Best CC is death CC. Okay.
I will move here. And that'll be my turn, I guess. I'm not sure else what to do right now.
Dash.
You can dash.
I could
Yeah.
dash, but then that puts me in like
Nobody
harm's
wants.
way.
Yeah,
Everybody's
but you're
like,
gonna
you
be in
can go.
harm's way next turn anyway. You
Let's
can just move to, as long as you stay in that purple circle. Like, I don't see why you
Honestly,
wouldn't
yeah, I
dash.
mean 60 feet would be right at the base of this tree, so I'll just go right here, dash, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Map real big. Like,
On to you, Aurum.
All right. I'm going to use my whole turn to just dash. I'm going to go 60 feet, and I'm just going to... I'll go another, like, 5 feet underground. Just in case. But yeah, I'm just going to be moving. Let's see.
does
here.
your earth elemental look like a shark for thematic reasons?
I was, yeah, pretty much. I was definitely thinking of throwing in a shark fin in there. Is that 60 feet right there? That looks like 60 feet. So right there. Can I just boop right there? Neat. So then boop. Yup.
So you're just tunneling on through, digging through. As you do so, you notice that the elevation kind of changes, and you kind of drop down a little bit, and you go
But
down and go
He's
through.
not digging. He's
Yeah.
Right, he's
sliding
just tunneling.
through Earth.
Well, I mean,
He's not tunneling.
he's
No,
sliding.
He's swimming through Earth like it was water.
Yeah, like it's
Cool.
He's
think,
an Earth element.
think X-Men, like Kitty Pryde, I believe her name is.
Yeah, he's like a ghost goes through a wall is how he's moving through the fucking.
I got you.
Ground.
Anyway,
It's pretty great.
on to you, Magnus. Sorry.
I'm gonna use my gun that has those special bullets. I'm also gonna action surge. I'm hitting this thing 4 times. And hoping for the best. Can I just hit?
You're not
attack
hitting
once?
it 4 times. You're shooting it 4 times, Wade.
You're gonna shoot at
I'm-
it 4 times.
Come on,
I'm
come
gonna
on, you're not-
fucking
you're not
walk up and
shooting
use
at your-
the butt of the gun. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Right, you're not hitting it. You're shooting it.
musket
Come
whip
on,
this
be.
bitch.
You're not swimming. You're not swimming through bullets here, Wade. Come on. All right, let her roll.
Okay, here's first attack. Here's second attack.
Mm.
Here's third attack.
Wait, you use the musket, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm fucking proficient in fucking guns.
But you now won. And
Yeah,
you're
and I'm proficient
using
in guns.
right, but you're using the explosive charges.
No, I'm not. I'm using the bullets. The clip of 4 bullets.
Right? Those are the only bullets. Do you have any other bullets?
Yeah. And that's all I got.
So you just have normal bullets. You don't have the explosive
I have
rounds that you got.
I have the magical anti-elemental
Right,
bullets,
exactly.
and that's all I have.
Right, so you
Correct.
nat 1 the first one.
Correct.
Okay, roll me a D100.
Flash roll 1D100.
You expend that charge of ammunition, and the whole pack seizes. So these next charges are not functioning. Your weapon is not going to function for this moment. You can take a moment to try and fix your weapon, or you can use a different weapon.
I'm just going to attack 3 times with my bow.
Okay. Nice. All 3.
Those
Slam,
all hit?
slam, slam.
Nice.
Yep, all into them. You notice that the piercing, like heat, which would normally rip through a normal arrow, doesn't seem to affect yours. Because they're not normal. 14. Okay. Nice.
There's all my damage.
All
What
right.
was that? 28 plus 7?
35. Yep. Nice. All right. After this, it's going to move slightly forward. You see whatever is inside affected. You see it turn. It seems to turn its back for a moment. The plates shifting, slowly orientating towards you now, Magnus, as you now giving it damage. Both of the shields now full frontal facing right towards you. You notice that it turns, impairing part of your vision from whatever the earth elemental, or excuse me, the fire elemental, or whatever this elemental is inside is doing. It seems to rear back. You see this quick shot shoot right towards you. And I'll roll this. I'll just roll this so you guys can see this. And I'll
Wait,
just add
so
them.
you said it's impairing our vision, all of our vision?
It would be mostly just Magnus. A little bit of yours. Fuck this.
It's like, so
yeah,
wait,
plus
so
that's
like
gonna
right
hit.
now I can't really see the thing. Is that you're doing, or is this something I did?
No, you're behind a tree.
No, you're right behind a tree.
That's why.
So the screen is showing that I can't see behind.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
behind the tree.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So if you would move a little bit over, like you're like you can't really see, so you can't see your allies, you can't see what's going on. So if you would have moved
Right.
not right behind the center mass of that
I figure
tree,
out how much I'm gonna
So
die
it's
here.
showing my field of vision.
right? So if you were to like move back a little bit, if you're like, okay, I would have peeked out a little bit and gone left or
Yeah.
right, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
Also, everything's black and white. Is that?
Oh, that might be your token has.
Okay, I
I
don't know what I
don't
did.
know what
I
that's
don't know
about, no.
what I did to do that.
Oh yeah,
No,
you might be looking
you
at
turned
night
on,
vision.
yeah, no, yeah, you turned on your dark vision.
Oh, interesting.
I got you though.
Yeah, this shit has a bunch of real cool settings for like.
And you just want normal
Everything.
vision.
Yeah,
You good now?
yeah, we're good. I see. Yeah, the trees are
16
green.
AC
I got you.
I'm scared.
All right, yep. All right, so this will hit. As you see this, you see a barrage of hot, flaming, almost like fire arrows. Once that you had shot, almost reverberated back at you, all 3, as they shoot back, laced with a fire embrace. They hit. 1 immediately with 3, just immediately shot right into you. Let me roll the damage. It'll do 37 points of damage total. Total was 22 piercing, and then 15 of that was fire. It is not going to move. That is the end of its turn. On to you. Fuck this.
Oh, I'm injured real bad.
Well, I know I'm close. Can't technically see it.
If you click on it, you can see. If you click on the actual firestorm, you see how big its box
Just
is.
move your token like 5 feet to the right. It doesn't like
Hey, there it is.
Technically, I don't know where it's at. Sweat my ass off, though.
It's not like it's in a giant glowing orange fire tornado that's like hundreds of feet tall.
What did that say?
95.
95.
Well, you only have to be right here to hit it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you click on it, it shows you the box around it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I see.
Really now?
Well, that means I can
Yeah.
be much further away.
Yeah, yeah, that's how close it needs to be to you.
Oh.
The only reason I got this close was because my gun only has 200 feet range.
Okay.
Which got not one because fuck me. Am I right?
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I have any other like buffs. I have plus.
Hey, what you doing?
Well-
Fuck this.
We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here and just
He's biscuit risking.
biscuit risking. We're just gonna dash forward. I guess I'm behind this tree. Oh. Oops, I collided with a wall. My bad.
Slam your ends into the tree.
If I dash, if I dash,
Wait a minute. I haven't. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just do what you do. Never mind.
Yeah.
My idea is bad.
wall. There we go. So I had to move 5 feet over and then get 55 feet. So it's like right here. Okay. Dash to here and ready to for what happens next.
All right, as you get there, give me a Constitution check.
Constitution check or save?
Check.
Oof.
It's okay
Disadvantage.
if he fails the check.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it's a check, so it would be. Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's okay if you fail the check. You gotta get a save.
So as you go through and you run up, you notice that along with this dehydration, you feel something else, but you're not quite sure what. You feel the parchness in the back of your mouth, but you don't take any damage. You don't feel anything other than the dehydration is immense. The heat is unbearable. And you see the weapon that you're holding and some of the armor burning, starting to turn slightly to a heated, almost red to the metal in some areas quickly. You kind of, like pull it back, move away, rotate your body around from the center, kind of moving, shielding yourself in some ways, keeping yourself agile away from the heat. But it's starting to wane on you.
Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm getting in there.
You see to punch it until it dies.
I was gonna say, you're,
Onto
at
you,
this
Aurum.
point, you're only 10 feet away, so
Right, 10
perfect.
feet away from the shield. Like,
No,
there's
you can
still
hit it.
another...
You can hit it from
No.
there with your melee
Okay,
attacks.
but like, how far is the core? You know, like, I get to
Doesn't
the
matter.
core.
You-
I just
you
go
can-
singe.
I mean, if you get through the shield, you'll get to the core. So you got to hit. I also have no vision now. I've lost everything. All of the tokens are gone. Something happened.
Whoops.
There you go. I was gonna say somebody turned something off.
The core is probably like molten
Who
lava,
turned off the lights?
Yeah,
but we don't know.
It's Magmar, the Pokemon.
I don't know, but all I know is this. As you see this kind of circle of floating rocks throughout it, again another green pulse of electricity will go through as I use my bonus action, and I'm going to move 30 feet up, which should be right here, which gets me well within 15 feet of it. So I said right there, right? Boop, boop, and then boop. That should be right. I'm gonna move this up here with me. Boop, 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 boop.
Dude, there's
Okay,
a way
hold
to
on.
set up an aura. I know you can do it, so it'll just
I-
follow you.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Actually, that's how you went
Technical
invisible.
things for future sessions. For 500,
But
Alex.
as I'm moving up, you see an earth elemental burst out of the ground, and at his shoulder and elbow and wrist, where the Eldritch Claw tattoo would be on Aurum, there is gaps in the segments of its arms held together by this green electricity, and it is just going to start slamming into this thing at 10 to 15 feet away, as he makes a couple attacks.
There, I got it. I think you can get rid of it.
I'm Stretch Armstrong in this.
Get rid of your yellow or your purple thing. I think I did it.
All right, give me 1 second. Let's see here. Like that?
I need to make it brighter, but I got it.
Okay. Did you? Because currently I see nothing.
It needs to not be that color purple.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's so bright. It's so bright because of the token that you're next to.
You were just moving the firestorm, rotating down.
If you weren't next to the firestorm, it'd be purple.
It would be great, yeah.
It'd be amazing.
So I'm gonna
slam it real hard.
2 slam attacks. Bam. There's one. That's not gonna hit.
Wowsies!
Here's another one. That one might. 18 to hit.
I think that will hit.
I was gonna say it's a fucking tornado. It's big as a barn. So this is with the claw.
It will actually hit the large shield. You see, as you swing into it, you do hit, but you wham right into the large front of it.
14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
Yup.
All right.
Okay, I peed real quick. Did I take damage?
Nope.
No.
Okay, why am I glowing?
Oh, because
we fixed the
instead of
aura.
having the purple, yeah, it's the circle of power.
And I fixed the HP, so now you guys can see the HP. So if you look way at the bottom, it's not like accurate, but it's like we used to. You know, it just gives you a representation of where it's at. All right, cool. Next.
I knew there was 4. Yeah, that's
You can see how fucked
the
up
end
it
of my
is.
turn.
All right, Magnus, on to you. So if you're glowing purple, you're in the savior thing of Aurum.
Mm-hmm.
Me, the ruler. I'm gonna use my bonus action to fly, and I'm gonna be all back here.
Okay.
And I can still see it, even with this line of sight. So I'm gonna shoot it twice.
Oh,
I mean, you could always climb it if you wanted to, remember?
Yeah, that's not safe. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna shoot it twice with sharpshooter because I have big dreams.
As you shoot, you hear the ammo pack kind of discharge and release, and you look down after your shot releases, and you see that it is working now. I know. I'm saying that the ammo pack that was discharged now is working, and the other 3 ammo slots are no longer like statically locked. You see what was like statically interfered is now calmed down, whatever that was.
I'm assuming the first one hits. The
first one does hit. The second one does not. As you shoot, you look and it goes flang, and you shoot right into this large frontal shield, and you see that you guys are doing essentially damage to this large frontal shield.
For 18 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Whoops. Apparently you can move with WASD. Didn't know.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, look at me. You should just... Woo!
You were currently behind a tree, so I actually see.
Here, I'll come out. Here you go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. After that, you guys that are right in front, you notice it turns, looking after being shot, staring right at you both, and it's going to... Yeah, we're going slamma-jamma. It's going to slightly look forward and inside.
Oh, I can't see what's happening to their tokens.
Well, good. You should have. Then you should have not moved there. That's part of the game, man. Don't be right behind a freaking tree. That's a part of the intrigue. You don't know what's going on. The suspense. Suspense. You sit here. You see it move forward. It's gonna rear back and it's gonna slam. Let's see. 26 definitely gonna hit. First attack. It's gonna do with this huge fire shield, almost like slamming into you like a refrigerator door.
Is this Aurum or both?
This is Aurum first,
Okay.
And then the next one, ooh, nat 20 onto you, Jake. Holy moly.
Jesus.
Okay, so for onto Aurum, it's going to do
All right.
16 fire damage, as this is going to go right into bludgeoning.
So that's down to 8.
Or excuse me, this is bludgeoning, and the fire damage is 7.
Oh, okay. So you said 16 plus 7?
Mm-hmm. 16 plus 7. And then
So
onto
Is it
you.
magical bludgeoning?
Yes, this is magical.
Okay.
And then onto you, fuck this. Yours was nat 20. Your damage
So that is 19. Half
is
that. Okay.
21, doubled, which is 42, halved, which is back to 21. And then your fire damage is 10, halved, which is 5. So it'll be 26. And that is the end of it. You see the shield, as now it is attacked, you see it falter as it flickers for a moment, and it fades. You see it drop. And this huge, 2 large lumbering shields that were once in front of it falter and now fall as almost ash and smoke wither away. That is the end of its turn. Onto you, fuck this.
Okay. Does being large give me reach? Oh,
Yes.
go. All right. Cool.
If not, it should. Oh, Constitution saving throws from you and Aurum.
Neat. I should be in with.
I love you, tree.
Goop. Saving throw.
Can't see what's going on, but
advantage, plus 3. So a bunch. Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys.
Do you have
that's-
advantage?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
circle
you
of
do
power.
too.
Yeah, you do as
Oh,
well.
sweet.
I mean,
need
that's
to
good
pass.
anyway. Yeah,
I
you're
don't really
good anyway.
need to. Yeah.
So you guys both just sit here withstanding it. You guys wait a few seconds, and then you hear from behind. You see stepping up from about 100 feet behind, yelling, a sorcerer. We're letting the wall fall. We're falling back. Many of us can't withstand. Our mana's running low, and our magic capabilities. We're not much help any longer. Most of our magical spells haven't even been able to penetrate where you stand now. You see many of them starting to fall back. They still have a few that are onlooking, waiting to see if any of you really need help. But many of them wait. That's the end of theirs.
Okay.
On to you.
I'm going to.
You're glowing in a gorgeous purple and
I'm
fire.
glowing.
Here comes.
Yeah,
Smite.
I'll
Here
just
comes Crit
attack.
Count.
Attack with Great Axe. Normal roll. Nice. 26 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know how you do crits. I don't know how not do crits. I don't know how you do smites.
How do you just do a general dice roll?
Slash
You
R.
just
Slash R space
whatever
D
you want.
whatever.
Type it where now? Where is that?
And
At the very bottom in chat,
public roll
Okay.
underneath bottom right.
you would do /roll, and then you do 2d8
or whatever your fucking smite die are.
Yeah.
if that's what you're doing. Yeah.
We'll see if that's right. That works. Not a valid message.
It's /roll.
Is it?
It's forward slash. Just whatever's next to right shift.
What? Yeah. Whatever.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
/?
And then
/
R.
Yeah, that's normal slash. Backslash is enter.
Wait, saying normal slash. It's either forward or back way.
No.
No, that's just no. If somebody says slash,
Anyway.
that's
Like
the slash.
It's here. It'll look like this. It'll look like that, just without.
I just moved my camera.
Wow, what just happened? I don't even know what I just did. I'm done touching
It'll
stuff.
look like that. Wait. Yeah. It's this one.
Just figure it out, Jake.
Yeah. It's next to your right shift button.
Welcome to playing on Foundry
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
first
so
time after the
that
holidays,
or-
everybody.
Yeah. And then do I
That-
get space?
You put it together.
Yeah,
You put it
space
all together.
or D8
though.
or
So
whatever
no
D8.
space or yes space.
Yes, space.
Okay.
I just do.
There.
That's one D8.
I know.
Now we need.
I was making sure it worked.
Okay. You figured it out.
13. Smite damage. Bah.
Nice.
Nice.
Attack number 2.
Ooh. Look good till the end. That'll miss. Actually,
surge.
no, it will not miss. It will not miss. The shields are down. Excuse me.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Neat.
So it hits.
It does hit.
Nice. $14
Or smite damage.
slashing damage.
You see, as you keep chunking and like taking your axe and your spear every time to this, you notice that it literally starts losing almost mass with each slash.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and smite it again. 4 smite damage, not too bad, I guess.
Okay.
Let's action surge, my bonus action, and I'll attack 2 more times.
Okay. Keep it coming. Let's see it.
I was gonna say action surge isn't a bonus action.
It's just a
Yeah, it's just something you do.
ooh
That's more
20
damage.
20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Gonna smite it again. Might as well
wait.
go all in.
Oh wait, 11 slashing damage. I got one more attack. I can do this. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
26 to hit.
Yep. Keep it coming. Yep.
Normal damage. 10 damage. And I'll go ahead and use a level 2 spell slot for a big smite.
Sweet mother.
Nice. 11 smite.
Did he
Okay.
do his level 1 smite that did more damage? For smite.
Smat, hack, slash.
You slap this thing down and you see just the mere size and heat that this was once giving off now seems to wither. You see what once was giving off this immense amount of burning bright light seems to weaken. You notice that it kind of diminishes not only in light but also just a little bit in the size of its stature and storm. You notice that it sits a little bit smaller, shrinking, and you see this elemental in size as well as it shrinks, bringing itself down.
I can't see anything.
Now, what are you going to do? Anything else?
I think that's all he's
That-
got.
Let's say that's my turn.
All
I
right,
don't really need to move, so
on to you, Aurum. Top of round 4.
End him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just I'm going to just make 2 slam attacks into him. So there's boop. There's one. That's 23. And there is 14 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Neat. And then boop. That's 20 damage
Okay.
for the first one. And then that's going to be 22 for the second.
As you slam into it, you look and you see the size. The large firestorm starts slowly diminishing almost to a smoke, a smoldering being around flowing. You see the smoke diminishing, the snow forming this large mist storm. You see it just forming around, hissing. You wait a few moments, you see nothing. You see just smoke. As you all look around, darkness falls. You wait a few moments, you smell the smog and the embers still fall. You wait a few moments, you think I'm okay.
I'm going to take the dodge action. Oh, it's not my turn, though.
You
it
then
is my
wait a
turn. It's
moment.
touching stone and everything.
You look around, you go to move towards fuck this. You look back at where Magnus was, and then you hear. You turn back, and from the smoldering fire, you see something growing in fire and flames again. You look further, waiting one more moment, and you see burning from where the ashes of the firestorm lay, a different being, burning. As it slowly makes its way from the ashes, you see the light coming your way, quickly growing. As you see it move, it stops, growing with a large burning blaze from the ashen of the beginning storm. You see it walk out, no legs, spinning from the snow and the dirt beneath, arms moving with large black bracers, hued in a red ornate, looking like almost small fragmented gems and crystallized around its wrists. You see flowing. This is conflux. You notice this immediately as you see this flowing around its wrists. You see on the inside, both of you, that you can see. Give me a perception check, since Magnus is behind a tree.
I know he's there.
Perception
I
check?
just don't know if he's doing anything.
Yeah, this
This
is a
stuff
perception
happening.
check.
Disadvantage?
This is at disadvantage because you have
Exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Okay.
I am, as an earth elemental, I'm immune to
If-
exhaustion.
15.
Oh, get fucked.
Nuts. 15. 22.
15.
Okay, so
I got
good enough from both of your vantage points, as you both look on, you see on the inside, not only is this creature infused with conflux around, but you see on the inside, hollow down the center of almost its sternum and its chest, reaching down into the ground, almost like its balance point. You notice something shining. You notice a hilt. Fuck this. As you look in, you see something is in the middle of this. You stare and you swear for just a moment. You see the gleaming shape of a blade. Before you have
told me this
time
guy's a sword.
to do anything, you see it rear back, and with both of its arms, it almost waves from behind and then moves its hands from above its head down, cascading large heaps of fire and wind as it quickly just pushes its hands forward. I need both of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy, I'm not good at that right now.
Nothing but safety.
That's at advantage. So that's cool. So, roll. Maybe this. Does this work? I don't know if I have advantage on those.
You're good. Fuck
Which-
this.
We'll just give.
Barely. You see this huge
That's
arcing
not
wave.
right. That's not right. Fuck, that's not right. Because I'm an elemental. This makes things hell. It's at advantage. 2D. Right, hold on.
That advantage and +3. Are you guys close enough?
Should be.
Ooh.
So either way, it's
Nope.
only like 8, if anything.
So
Yeah.
you fail.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
as
matter.
you see this, fuck this, you see as you're able to barely get out of the way, barely taking on your heels this magma that has erupted up out of the ground as it is almost cascaded and pushed with this heat wind. Aurum, though, you are caught right in the center of it. You're going to take 25 points of fire damage as it just
It's all fire?
pushes. It's all fire as it just pushes and goes and rocks right into you. You notice that you are immediately pushed back 20 feet. As you are pushed back, you see that this creature, as it yells, it says in a certain voice in Giant. Does anybody speak Giant?
Nope.
Okay, well,
I don't think so.
I actually speak Primordial. But I don't
Wait,
speak
you-
Giant.
Really?
it rears back and you just hear, and it seems to rear and say something in an ornate language that none of you are aware of. After that, it is on to Magnus.
No, Jake.
Yo,
you
I do speak Giant.
You
Oh
do
yeah,
speak
Jake
Giant.
just speaks
I forgot
Giant.
that's
by the way.
one of the
Oh.
random.
I was
Do
like,
you?
no, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
You, Jake, fuck this, you hear, I am a fragment of Rennoc sealed. You have awakened me. I speak with you from my center of a media. regard this fracture and leave immediately, and I will leave your souls within their bodies.
Yeah, this guy's trying to take our soul. I'll say in common. He's a fragment of Rennoc.
You wait a
I'm gonna
moment.
use that special gun. It's my turn.
It's not your turn. It's still my turn. All of this
It's still your
happens on my turn.
Is it really?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my special gun, just forewarning everybody so they know.
Okay.
Okay.
Aurum,
your turn.
Yeah, no, it's I'm just gonna use my movement to get. I still have 30 feet of movement, so hold on.
I'd help you, but I can't see you because
Yeah,
of the tree.
I'm just gonna move up 15 feet, but I'm going to also go down like 10 feet, so I'm under the ground again.
Okay.
So I got full cover, and then that'll be when I end my turn.
All right. Under you, Magnus.
I'm gonna use my gun. I'm gonna shoot him twice, sharpshooter. Cause fuck me.
That'll miss. And that'll miss. As you just loaded up 2 charges with one more left, you and both of them just flying wide.
Just throw the gun down.
You just drop it. You see it
So
kind of
I'm-
just sit right in the middle of the snow.
And I'm gonna move back here, like super behind the tree. Just like I am. I can't see anything.
All right. After that, on to you, Fuctus.
So where is the? You said that I saw a hilt of a sword.
Right in its sternum. It's in the center
So
of it.
relative to me, it's like what, like 20 feet up or
yeah,
higher?
yeah, I would say this thing's about 35, maybe 30 feet in total height, and you're standing about 18 to 20 feet yourself. Actually, you're about 15 feet tall, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll just move up. What was it, like 10 feet? And I'll just start laying into this guy. With my great axe. Attack number 1. 18 to hit.
That'll just hit.
Wait. Oh, couldn't get that 12. 14 slashing damage. I'm gonna save some smites here and just attack again.
Sedge. Save the smite.
Ooh, nice, nice. 25.
Yes, that will hit.
Good damage.
Wait, 25 doesn't hit.
No, it does.
He
Yeah,
said that's a
25
good hit.
Okay, I was like, what?
He said, so I hit on an 18 was my first
Yes.
roll. So another 15 magical slashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to scream at this guy in giant and just say, you don't belong here.
As you hit it, it responds almost like faltering on its words. I am here. I will always remain as long as I can be remembered. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my.
Okay.
No, I just remembered Jake has a breath attack that stuns things for a turn.
At the beginning
Remember that.
of its turn, it slightly moves within your range here, Fuctus, and comes around towards Aurum. You are underground, Aurum, correct?
Yes.
I need you to roll me a D100, and if you are under 30, this eruption is going to catch you.
Roll D100.
Yes.
Nothing says safety like spawning a volcano inside the earth elemental guy.
So close.
Now I need you to roll me a hand. Now let's see how many will hit you. 2. As you go under, trying to glide away, you see that the elemental almost like chases you. You see it shrink in size, going from this massive 30 to 35 feet creature down to almost the size of like a 5-foot humming ball. You see it almost like swirling on the ground, where it then enlarges. As it stops moving, it goes and you see its hand rises, its left hand. As it does so, you see these spouts of lava shoot out. Aurum, as this does so, you're going to get hit by 2 of these. You're going to take 14 points of poison damage.
Poison damage?
Or, excuse me, fire.
I was like,
That
this
would be
is a
something
weird-ass
wild.
volcano.
That would be
I was
wild.
just like, what?
It was
All right,
next
so
to piercing, and I'm like, poison.
Yeah. All right, so it's 14 total. I
Yes,
guess have now
14
7.
total, down to 7. Now, with its other hand, fuck this, you see it's going to reach back, and it's going to slam. This is going to be with its right claw. 22 onto you. Does that hit?
Meat beats.
Meat beats.
Meat beats.
It's going to do 25 piercing damage. As you see these large fire claws grip down, shoulder, tearing down your chest. And then it's going to do fire, next 7 points of fire. So halved would be 3. As this,
What was the first one? Sorry, I'm
25.
Okay.
And that is bludgeoning. And then fire would be 7, down to 4 actually would be halved.
Okay.
And then that is the end of its turn. As you see it standing there, you see it in giant return. As this burn mark kind of just pierces down, you see it just sear, going deep into your scales, almost going 2 to 3 inches in. You start immediately bleeding. It looks at you and says back in giant, "You will now remember me as well." That is the end of its turn. Or
You said that he was within reach of me.
Yes.
At any point did
No, it didn't leave it. Nope.
Yeah, I know. But at any point when did he like change form into like something that was the same size as me?
It was actually smaller. He like shifted
yes.
down and moved. Yes.
Okay. Would I have like been able to still see the sword used in that form?
Yes, in a way. Yeah, you see it, and it shrunk down to almost like 5 to maybe 6 feet, and that is why it was that small, because it is that large.
Like, so would I be able to try to make some kind of like maneuver or something to try to reach and grab the sword instead of this?
I don't know. You can try.
Like as a reaction?
Yeah, sure.
No,
No,
Zangief this bitch.
I'd say as a reaction, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can grab it, and then if you can, we'll make another contest. Well, not even a contestation roll, just a strength check to see if you would be strong enough to pull it out. So hit me with that sleight of hand.
It's a check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you
The
see it
other one was a
move, and you
19.
see it in this small form, and as it does so, you brace. Athletic you are, you go and you reach, and you see it. It shrinks just too small, too quickly, and you grasp nothing. Maybe next time.
I was waiting for the lava encloses on your hand. Handless.
Or I'm under you.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use. Yeah, how close is he? Yeah, I'm gonna use 15 feet of my movement to come back up, and then one little square forward, just so that I'm right up against this boy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make 2 slam attacks. Boop.
Welcome to the slam.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Here's the second one. All right, 27. Yeah, so both those will hit.
Yep.
That's that one. Look at all this dice. 20 damage. And then here's the
Oops.
second one. That's another 21.
21, nice.
41 damage.
Yeah, nice.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to make an unarmed strike. So let's see if that'll hit,
Here comes the crit.
which is going to be 26.
Yep.
And then the unarmed attack damage, which should be much lower. Still 15.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Wow, lots of damage right now. You guys are pumping.
And then I'm going to use 15 feet of movement to go straight back down. I'm going to boop.
Okay.
Snag.
And that's the end of my turn.
Gotcha. All right, on the Magnus.
I'm gonna step out from behind this tree so I can actually see what's happening, so I can shoot it.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, guys, I see it now. I'm gonna use fucking sharpshooter because I have fucking emotional issues. I fucking miss.
Jesus.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm a fucking masochist.
What round?
Missed again.
What round
Okay,
is
so
this?
you guys,
We are
So I
on
wave.
round 5.
a wave. I'm just gonna go right back behind this tree.
Popcorn
cry.
enabled.
Big
All right.
cry. I'm just like drawing circles on the ground with my bow. Just like I'm fucking worthless.
At the end of your turn, you notice that the creature turns and it's going to unleash a legendary action.
I feel safe.
It does this, turning, looking right at fuck this, still standing. It sees you still challenging it, and it's going to swing back at you with just a basic claw attack here. It then also has a rock throw that is going to go right at you, Magnus, at your tree. I need you to roll me a D100, Magnus, to see if this rock is going to catch your tree on fire. As it rolled a 20, which is definitely going to hit you, but whether or not the tree.
Well, it hit the tree. I'm in full cover right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the 21, or it's going to hit the tree. It's not going to hit you though. The tree will stand. You need to roll over an 80 for it to hit you there. But the damage in the area will be pretty decent. You're going to take 7 points of fire damage as it erupts. You will not take the 44 that you would have taken if you would have gotten hit by the rock. So you kind of catch with a slight little spark as you kind of douse your shoulders a little bit, and you notice that this tree is now kind of fallen over a little bit and is now caught on fire. The
Can I
attack,
move my token so I can see out?
yeah, sure. You now are going right into you. Fuck this. And that is going to be a. Oh wait, that is the wrong attack. Excuse me. Sorry. That 25 to hit. That'll hit, right?
Yep.
This is going to be a 19 normal, so that is piercing damage, and then 4 fire, which is halved to 2, so it'll be 23. 23 total.
Are you still conscious?
Yeah.
Thank God. I feel.
On to you.
Stop, bloody dog.
Now it's your turn. Fuck this.
Sharpshooter is bullshit.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a tassel. That'll be my third one.
Ooh, you pull it. Okay.
And I'm gonna smack into this fool.
All right. He's going full crazy mode now.
Let's go. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
I think it's gonna add an extra D20
Ooh.
to the attack.
15 slashing, and then
Add another D12.
2 d12 per attack, right?
Yeah, you already
yeah.
rolled.
It's written on my paper. Yeah.
Yes. So you just needed to roll one more d12.
Oh, okay. Well, one more or
yeah.
2 more? I thought it was additional.
No,
2.
it's a total of. It's a total.
It's a total of 2. If I
Just
recall.
roll one more. Just roll one.
Yeah, it's roll one D12.
Just roll 1. Okay.
Yeah, just roll one more, and we'll just add it to whatever. Okay, 5. Okay.
So 20 slashing damage.
You're
All right.
All right. Attack numero dos. Let's go.
21.
21. 21.
That'll hit.
Reg dam.
13 plus a d12 plus smites, because fuck you.
Alright, we'll go ahead and use. Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna use 2 level 2 level 2 smites, because why not?
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll all of these at the same time. Just keep it easy.
68, nice.
Yeah. Oh man.
Doesn't that just look great?
Yeah.
22.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Could have been. Well, it's like half of max potential. Almost half.
Yeah.
Half. Okay.
I'm just happy smites are radiant damage and not fire damage.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my bonus action to use second wind.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And that'll be my turn. Because I don't really need to move.
All right. At that start is the top of its turn. I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw, as you have pushed it past a certain limit, triggering a new phase. As you see it start pulsing, after every turn, you notice that something, as now it is its turn, it's going to pulse with some sort of flame. You see it as it almost rhythmically starts beating out. Fail.
This includes me, yeah?
Yes.
Hold on,
Does it include
actually...
me?
How
'Cause
far
I'm really
how far
away.
underground are you?
15.
No, yeah, it'll be you too.
Okay. I need a D20 plus 9. Add advantage, so I need to do that again. No, probably not, honestly. So it's going to be like if I'm within range of Fuctus's +3, it would be 31, I think, total.
Okay, so if you failed, you're gonna take 10 or 20 fire damage.
What was this? Sorry, what was the save?
The sail,
Con save.
Does
the con
distance not
save.
help? Because I'm like real far away.
No, I mean it does, but you're not far enough away.
How much? Future
Nice.
question: how far is far enough away?
So,
With this one, you need to be about 120 feet away.
Oh, fucking great!
And you probably wouldn't have. You probably should have got behind a different tree. If you had the tree, you would have been okay.
I couldn't. I had no movement.
I'm sorry.
Over.
I know. I'm just saying.
that's
sorry.
the way it
Don't
happens.
fucking hit me with. You could have moved. I couldn't.
So hold on. So if we succeed, what happens?
Half damage here. So
Hey, so me and Jake, we actually don't take any damage.
yeah. So both of
Circle
you
of
with that.
Lives.
Yeah. So you that will just nullify that. Mr. Magnus back there, you're going to take a whopping splashing 20 fire damage as you feel that.
Still alive.
Now, that is going to be its reaction to you, Mr. Fuck This. Now at the start of its turn, it's going to go forward, moving, let's see here. Yeah, okay. He's going to go here, moving around, making his way closer. Actually, we can go all the way here. We're gonna go right into Fuck This. Actually, I can go.
Do I get to attack first or hit first?
You do, because you haven't taken your turn yet.
Let's go. Not bad. Just one as a reaction just one attack, right? Because it's a.
Well, it's not leaving your space. It's not leaving your space.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I thought you said that I was gonna get a.
No, I thought you had some left on your turn. Sorry. No, it's not leaving your space. You're good.
No, the only thing I have left to do is move, and so I'm good.
Yeah, this is what it's doing on its reaction. That's why I'm saying if you want to move, you can do whatever. But that was its legendary action.
Okay.
Pushing
Well,
that and it's waving
it's-
and moving.
Well, it still leaves Aurum's attack.
I'm
But he's
15 feet
underground. He's underground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's tunneled down.
Yeah.
So
Correct. 100%.
All right.
It's a
Well, then with
defensive
nothing else, then he is going to, with not seeing him, I can move one here and be in range of both of you. I'm going to do a claw into both of you here. So first one, I'll go into fuck this. So I'm going to probably split these unless this one will miss. Let's hope it doesn't miss.
Wait, hit me?
No, I'm going the first one into fuck this, and then that second one.
I'm gonna go ahead and shield.
You're shielding
Just to
it?
be safe. Yeah.
All right.
Let me do a quick question. How are you hitting Aurum with a claw attack when it's 15 feet out of ground?
I'm not. I'm hitting you and fuck this. Listen.
I'm gonna die.
Like, I love how he keeps reiterating it, and I'm like, I'm hitting you.
I'm trying to juke it.
I know. I'm like, no, it's coming for you.
Aurum, right? Not me.
You shield, that'll miss because it's a natural 17 after everything. I rolled a natural 3, so you kind of shield it off and it wham, and then it's still looking at you, noticing it didn't hit. It's going into you again, and I rolled another fucking 3. So it literally just turns and just whoo, you see it in giant. It just shrugs. It turns and it seems very, very pissed off. That is the end of its turn. Wow, nothing basically happens there. Oh wow! All right.
It would have killed me. I think it could have rolled minimal damage, and I would have died.
I don't know what happened to its HP. There we go. All right. Aurum, on to you.
Oh, neat.
No, I would have died because it has an aura of heat death around
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
That's a good point. All right, where is its edge?
that's just failed saved after.
That's fine. I got 15 feet of reach. I'm gonna pop 15 feet back up, straight up. I have 15 feet reach, so I'm gonna just punch this guy.
Slam that motherfucker.
Ooh, that's a 13 to hit.
That'll miss.
Rough. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Rough. And then I'm gonna make my bonus action attack. Oh, that's damage. Whoops. It's one more of these. Hold on.
Ooh.
Hey, there we go. All right.
Nice.
So now I need. Oh, nice. So I actually need roll 2d4. Or are we just gonna double them? Or am I doing double dice or double damage?
Double damage and then modifiers.
Oh, okay. Then hold on. What was this then? It was a 4 and a 2. So 4, 8 plus another 4 is 12 plus 6, so 18. 18 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go 15 feet back down.
All right. As you do so, I'm gonna use legendary action, and you see a large, looming, bright red and orange claw coming right for you, Magnus.
Wait, what?
It sweeps
This
back.
motherfucking
It
whack-a-moles.
turns.
It fucking
You
beats your
see it
ass.
swinging around from the air. You see the heat and the smoldering air swinging as its hand swings from right to left down. It's going to strike down on you with a 31. Yeah, a natural 18. It's going to come through, and it's going to do a total of 24 piercing damage.
I
Okay.
did more than 14. I'm unconscious.
Yep. You notice that the fire smolders your body as you fall. You topple over and your body kind of slumps down and rolls a few times in the snow. That's the end of that. And yeah. On to Magnus is unconscious. Fuck this, onto you.
There's a death save. Roll a d20.
Okay, a round is like 6 seconds, right?
I failed the first death
You
save.
failed the first
This
death
is
save.
round
We're on
7.
round 6. About to be on round
6.
7. Yep. After you, it'll be round 7. He starts it, the fire elemental.
Just making sure that I'm still a big boy.
Yeah, I know you're like, well, okay, I got like 3 more rounds before I change. Yep.
Alright, I'm going to
Spendy all resource. Murder. Please.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
Motherfucker used a reaction to stab a guy that hasn't hit him in like 3 fucking turns. It's cool.
That's just the game, man.
26 to hit. Ooh, 8 damage. I might as well use my last level 1 spell slot for smite.
Up to you.
Might as well. Whoops.
Unless it's like a Russian doll and then another one comes out of this one.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, burst out of my chest like it's an alien
6.
from the movie
Yeah.
Aliens.
All right, 6.
I'm going to.
Don't you have one more attack? You
I have
a
an
stunning
attack, but I was thinking about using
stun it.
my breath. Breath weapon.
What's the saving throw for that? Wasn't that like 15?
Don't get caught up in my.
It's gonna be 15. Yeah. Where
It's a 15 con save, Connor.
There's 2 of them. I'm trying to find them.
It's
You
called
would-
like repulsive breath or something. It's like some weird fucking.
You want me to look it up? You need help? What is it?
It's a
It's
metallic
my-
dragonborn thing.
Your chromatic?
It's like my repulsion breath, and there's another one.
The one that stuns.
You know what DC it is?
It's gonna be a 15.
It should be 15. It's
Go
like
ahead and-
8 plus his con mod.
I was
plus-
gonna say, go ahead and.
All right, we'll
make
just
the
roll
DC.
it. Yeah, let's just roll and
See
see.
if it even matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Called
Doesn't
innervating.
Passes any kind of save.
Wait, I rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Who rolled for me?
That was me.
It's me.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
me,
know.
Magnus.
I don't know
That
why.
doesn't count. That
Oh
doesn't
wait,
count.
here. Oh.
No. You're like,
Oh my God! Here, we'll roll for the monster.
Oh,
wow, that's
Oh,
killed.
here we go. All right.
Plus 12 to Constitution saves.
I bet it is. It's
Hey,
so
let me see.
ridiculous.
No, it
It's
is
probably better finding
plus
it on
6. It's
D&D
plus
Beyond.
6.
Oh, then
So
the-
it
Oh, it's
fails. It
it's
fails.
incapacitated until Jake's next turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use legendary resistance.
I had a feeling.
That's still.
So you burn it?
Yeah, you can't stop that.
I have one more. He only has 2. I have one more.
Well, thank God Jake has 2 more stun breaths. So. Give up, loser.
Okey-doke.
You're dead. Quit talking.
He's unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious. As he says, tilting his head up from the snow with the smolder.
So you're resisting my breath. Is that
Yes.
Yes.
You used it and it worked. I'm just shrugging it off because I'm a jerk.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that is making it the top of the turn, which I need con saves from everybody. And Magnus, you are literally going to take this immediately, so you fail your second save.
Great! Someone fucking on can heal me. One more and I'm dead.
Whoops.
I was kidding about making a Russian
nice.
poison master.
All right, you're
You're
good.
like,
Oh wow, back-to-back 20s.
Wowsies.
So you guys are
Where are
good.
these rolls when it's me?
Now with this one, you guys are good. You don't take the damage because even with your resistances, the max damage after last time, you guys can't even take it after passing it. So you guys are good. The distance stays the same. Magnus being on the ground, the elemental, it turns, looking right at you. Fuck this. It's going to literally go into you twice as you are the main threat. Shield. First one, natural 7. Actually, here, I'll roll these in front of you. I'm plus 13, so you guys can see these. I won't count that one because I'll be nice. Whoops, that was nuts.
What 13? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now?
Oh.
Shield that motherfucker.
So 22.
miss?
Nice. Nice.
Oh no, it was nothing. So you see, it just turns and it rears back.
Heal me?
It just swings. It goes and it arcs down, missing both of its attacks. At the end of that is the end of its turn.
Oh, okay.
Magnus, I need you to make Aurum, excuse me.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is the top of your turn.
For me.
This is the top of round 7. Yeah, I got ahead of myself.
I have failed 2 saves, so
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah.
He's on the door. Second character is on the door.
Okay.
plus
I'm
I
gonna,
think
I'm gonna
Seth's
slam this guy
retired
twice.
so you can revive me. So
That's a 16 to hit?
That'll miss.
This is garbage.
Yeah, bitch.
Ooh,
That's 18, that
that'll
hits.
just hit. Yep.
And then I'll use. I'm gonna be using my bonus action, so I might as well do the roll. So.
If I die, I would be
I
pissed.
found it.
And then this is so that the second one hit, but that's it.
Yep.
So 17 damage.
Good damage.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I will use. No, I will stay above ground this time. And I will use, instead of going back beneath ground, I will move 15 feet north, I believe. Yeah, I'm just going to go boop, boop,
All right.
boop, something like that.
Magnus, you got any inspiration or anything here?
You know I don't.
Well then, may the gods be with you.
Natural 20.
Here we go, Magnus. Oh, it had it for a second and then not.
Nope.
As you sit there, you wait. The smolder and the movement from Magnus does not change. He remains lifeless and nothing changes for a moment. You see a few individuals, though, off in the distance. In your last few moments, sorcerers and wizards seem to come rushing to your aid. In your last few moments, you hope they have something to help you. That is the end. Undo you, fuck this.
We're just gonna lay into it.
End it so you can lay on hands me, please. Like
Wait, it's the end of your turn, so could I technically do a legendary action because that's the end of your turn?
No.
End of Magnus's turn?
Yeah.
I mean, I think technically, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do that.
technically, if you want to be an ass.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Just murdered a player. Now I'm
It's
going to use
okay.
that murder to TPK them. Legendary action. Yes, I can.
No,
I
it's
would be
okay.
very
Fuck this,
impressed
go
if
ahead.
he could one-shot me.
Yeah, true. I was like, huh? All right, go ahead.
Alright.
Fuck this, you up.
Very impressed.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
I would have taken that other
damage.
fighter
Nice.
class. I could have had a crit.
Have you even used your extra? Oh, wait, this thing's
1, 2.
made of fire. That'd probably be useful.
Yeah, I can't use my rune, and the other one is a charm. It probably can't be charmed, but who knows? So that'd be, what is that? 27 total damage. Slashing.
Okay, 27. As you slam into it, you realize it starts to smog and falter. It's on its last few legs as you see the storm and the elemental diminish. It stands slightly smaller than you as you see finally in those last few large strikes, you notice everything around this large creature changes. You notice that it starts changing fast. And once was this huge hulking creature, now diminishes into a small smoldering being. It slowly fades away from you as it shrinks and diminishes in size.
And now we're in phase 3, and its health goes all the way back up, but now it's smaller and more dangerous.
It splits into 4 and no. That's it. Do you have anything else?
Whose turn is it?
If that's all you had, it's still fuck this.
You got a channel divinity or something?
Are
That
you
would've been
above
useful.
ground?
Me?
He
Yeah, I'm
is.
still up. Yeah.
You're above ground? Oh, I guess
I
you
am.
could technically still. Yeah. I guess so. He got smaller, so I can move.
Yeah, you can move for sure.
Can move. Well, it's hard to see. This is 30. Is this 30 feet right here?
Yep, that's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. All right. So I'm gonna move 30 feet, and I will use my bonus action to turn the tide and I can heal.
I'm actually
I
dead.
was gonna say, yeah,
Oh,
Magnus
I
isn't even
can't. I
alive
can't
yet.
heal him at all.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
he
not
failed all
unconscious.
3. He's dead
I
now.
failed all 3 death
Yeah.
saves.
Yeah.
Oh, you said the mages were good, so I didn't know if like.
Nah, I need like a Phoenix down. Okay, like an actual revive.
President, Mr. President. All right, so what are you doing, Fuck this?
I'll just move a bit closer. Are you okay on health, or?
Oh, I'm great. I'm peachy.
Okay. Just move a little bit closer.
I've
He has
spent
a-
the
he has
entire
an
fight
entire-
underground.
he has an entire other wild shape to go through too.
No,
don't
the
think- I don't-
elemental takes both wild shapes. I don't
Oh,
have any
never
more wild
mind.
shapes. Yeah,
Nice.
I can do both charges.
It's got to be a beefy.
I don't
wild
have
shape.
any other damage actions, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Nope.
At the end of your turn is going to be the elemental's turn. You wait a few moments, you turn, you gather yourself, you see your comrade fallen, and the
Here comes the burn
elemental.
the dead body turn.
I need everybody to make a constitution saving throw as it moves towards you.
There's one. But it's advantage, so boop.
Do I have advantage on that too?
If I get
Yeah.
revived, am I still exhausted?
I always forget that.
I don't recall.
So you both pass and you withstand all the damage. You sit here watching the pulsing as it emits a blaze, start burning and basically melting everything around you. You watch as it melts all the way down to the grass. As you stand, you see the embers and everything burning around. Your armor starts glistening with the heat that it starts pulsating off. It's going to turn back, and one more time as it looks right at you, Fuck this. You will remember me. I will make this clear. It turns and it's going to roll 2 more. And it's going to attack you.
Like, who are you again? by
Is
the
he
way?
tagging?
This is Fuck this.
Me.
Okay.
Bring it on, little man.
So we have a
One will hit, I think.
one was a 30.
The 11 would be a 24, and then you roll a 7.
It was a 17, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the 24 will hit.
All right. One of them both because one was a 17 plus 13.
I thought it was a 7 and a 13.
It was a 7 and 11.
Or
Was
7
it?
and 11.
Oh, it is
yeah.
a 7 and 11. You're right.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like, what are you
okay.
talking about?
Good thing you can look. I'm like, well, I can just click on this now. I'm
Like,
like, sweet. All right, so yeah, one will hit.
Confused.
Nice. All right, here's the damage. It's gonna be 23 piercing, with
Okay.
halved would be 3 fire to you, so it would be 26 total. As it swings back and lays its last little bit of claw that it has into you as it moves in. That is the end of its turn.
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Neat. I'm gonna do exactly what I've been doing, and I'm just gonna hit it a bunch. Neat. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the damage here. See what happens. What's the 20 damage?
So as you do so, how do you end it, Aurum?
I am just. I'm gonna with all in one go. I'm gonna just shove my hand towards that hilt, and like Cali Maw style Indiana Jones, just rip it out of him.
So as you do so, you put it in. You notice that your like palm reaches in past the flames. In the diminishing form, it starts dwindling. You see the hilt start emerging from the chest cavity. As you do so, you notice not only as it shrinks in size, you notice that it also starts to change in form as it starts just smoldering down into a smoke and ash. As you feel the warm, almost burning hilt, as you grab onto it and you see the flames dwindle and kind of shriek down the blade, you pull. Give me a strength check.
Ooh, okay. I should be halfway decent at that. I think it's plus 4. So, plus 5 actually. So roll
Advantage.
at what?
Wait,
I'm,
you're
I'm immune
no
to
skill.
exhaustion.
Damn.
So 12.
12?
Yeah.
You sit there, you pull, you wait a few moments. The blade begins to heat, but you cannot let it or pull it free. You see that the blade starts being siphoned down towards the ground. You see that this elemental does not want to let go of this blade. You see that these conflux bracers start smoldering around, flowing as the elemental starts letting go of those, but holding on to this blade. It seems more valuable. It seems like it's almost...
and try to grab it.
As you do so, you go to grab it as it's trying to pull it down into the ground. Give me a strength check.
I'm normal because I'm at advantage being the giant's might,
normal.
so I just do normal.
Eat.
Nice. 21.
21. You grab onto the token, or excuse me, onto the end of this hilt. As you take it, you see as this token of strength, you pull, you leverage all of your might into it with Aurum bracing off of the ground as it starts hardening. You notice that this magma, almost like flame, starts crystallizing the ground, trying to solidify this blade into the ground, never to be reclaimed. But you both, pulling with all of your might, pull it, and with one last huge pull, you pull and you grab it, lurching it from within these flames. As it does so, you fall back onto the flat of your back, holding this blade. Both of you letting go of it as it burns. You see this almost smoldered heat in the middle of your hand, Fuctus, that you didn't notice Aurum was burning. As you see the metallic and the wood marks kind of burn mark etched into his palm. You notice yours scales immediately upon grabbing, though it burnt, leaving the mark of the hilt. You see this blade now sitting on the floor of the forest floor, on the ground, on top of the grass. You see it smoldering with heat, giving off many different kind of colors of this translucent blade. You take a moment and you look at it. You see a crack that starts from the base of the hilt that goes all the way to the tip. This blade in length is close to 6 feet as you see it sitting there. You see it's almost 3 inches in diameter. And as you sit here, you take a moment and you notice that Magnus is dead. You look up from the blade and you see that your comrade has fallen. You see from behind the smoldering and the ash, it diminishes. You notice that the blade is sitting there, and on the horizon, you see that there are individuals starting to run.
Yeah, as soon as this fire elemental has like dissipated and the sword has just been removed, I'm going to immediately start running towards Magnus, and I will drop my form. I'll make sure life is nowhere to be anywhere nearby.
He comes running up, actually, as you see this.
Scram.
He looks at you, not saying anything, and he starts backing up, looking.
Yeah. And then I will cast Revivify.
So you make your way over. You kneel next to him, and you cast Revivify.
Yes.
You wait a few moments. Magnus, you take a moment. And you feel the breath return. You feel the burning and the smoldering. You see life as he backs towards the individuals that are still helping and kind of walking back through town, watching from a distance. You all take a few moments and gather yourselves as you notice that Magnus has been tended to. Your eyes immediately return to that blade. Fuck this. That seems to be kind of burning a mark into the snow on the top of the grass that's kind of just hilted itself there. So now, with the combat over, with Magnus barely alive, you see about 10 mages sitting on the outskirts about 200 feet around you. You wait a moment, and then you hear one. You hear another clap, and then many. You hear many claps start, and then a loud, almost roar from the citizens of Inventus, as this is now the second time they have seen some of you save the town, and now Magnus, the first time, risking your life. They all start clapping, showing great respect. You see many wanting to come closer, but too afraid after the events that have happened. Some of the trees are blocking some of the events that are happening. You're shielded somewhat. So whatever you do now, you might want to do and act quickly. And you might want to make sure that you hide anything that you wish to keep a secret before any individuals start making their way down to start asking and maybe speaking with you all. So, what do you all wish to do?
So
As soon
pocket
as-
freaky elemental sword and leave. Right?
Aurum doesn't really care about the sword. He's much more interested in the Conflux gauntlets. And so Aurum is going to go grab those instead.
So
As you
essentially what you're saying
turn
is loot the body.
And you go
then
and you
run.
grab these conflux bracers.
Mhm.
You see that these red shards that are engraved into these black conflux bracers, you pick them up. They feel weightless, almost like shards of coal that have been just crafted. As you pick them up, they start to frail and break. You try and collect them into your hands and you gather a decent amount. As they start to break, you gather and collect them, shielding them from the wind. As it does so, you hear this almost like a breath being almost like breathed into nothingness. You see these red shards shatter. In your palms, they fall through your fingertips. You notice this large red dust starts swirling around. Some of the black conflux that fell through your fingertips starts forming and sifting within the wind. You see Gerald Strom from the back, Magnus, as you awake, step forward as you see this black-red mixture start swirling in front of Aurum. As you do so, you see the bracers. They're no longer there. As you take a moment, this mist, it gathers itself almost like a mini storm in itself, but not thick, not deadly, not violent, not aggressive. The wind blows through many of you. As you breathe in, each one of you are brought back to a memory lost. Fuck this. A memory of your once family, your mother, your father, who you had long forgotten, unsure of what was actually going on or who they maybe actually were. Now, for sure, your father was a red dragonborn. Your mother was a yellow dragonborn. This is for sure. You know exactly what they look like. Aurum, some of your origins. Cassandra, finding you. Some of the origins of that nature you remember. Magnus, some of the training you did in the wall fortress before you wanted to go there, leading up to it. You remember some of the individuals. You see individuals of this huge gasping flow stepping forward. It starts cascading over many of the individuals that are surrounding you. You wait a moment. You see this blade as it sits here. You wait. Some individuals start almost crying out. I remember. You see Gerald Strom step forward. A tear in his eye. I remember too. Many individuals almost seem as if something, including yourselves, has been brought back. Something locked away in these gauntlets. You notice this black and red starts swirling, separating. Black on one side, red on the other. Forming almost like a large projection in front of everyone to be seen along the night sky. Among the smoke and the smoldering, almost like a screen displaying this in front of you all. As you all stand here, you see this burning ash and ember mixed within this black and red soot from this conflux bracers, forming these two parties. The red, this large red-robed individual. The black, these large silhouetted individuals that stand beneath these red. You see Rennoc Draconius, a fragmented memory, almost like a movie projection playing, relived with audio included. You hear the flames burning. You see for a moment light, like the embers falling behind the black. These lights that almost light up the projection of the screen. You see it flying behind. This was the calamity, the night exploding, the magic that ran. You see Relinoff basking in it. You see him sealing something away. You then see him take what looks to be a long spear or maybe a sword of some kind, and he lurches it into the chest. You hear this man, oh! You hear 4 other individuals, Rennoc! They all try and come running, but flames erupt from the center of this body. You notice this red-robed individual, large and structural in stature, emits flames everywhere. These 4 other individuals, too afraid to get close, stand 200 feet off of this cataclysmic site. Their friend, Rennoc, pinned to the ground by a large flaming sword. Relinoff Draconius stands on top his body. You see them crying and weeping. You see the pressure and the heat from the immense magnitude of this man crushing their friend and their loved one. You wait a moment. You see the 4 individuals. One splits off. You hear a voice. Toronto, don't! In the midst of the battle, you see Relinoff standing, mustering in his power and glory over the body of one of the Reverends, pushing the blade deeper into the body. In the background, you all see something. Give me a perception check, everyone.
It's still at disadvantage.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, now it is, yeah.
For me, yeah.
Oof.
Nice.
So fuck this. You unsure of seeing this, though Magnus and Aurum, you see this for sure. A black silhouetted figure amongst the rubble and the smoke. You see running behind Relinoff Draconius. You see his foot and this blade stepped into Rennoc. You see this magic of a palm wave over the hand of Rennoc. He starts crystallizing the body, forming under the calamity bursting stars a gem. This takes but a few moments before this bright red, not like the one you saw before, this one purified in this bright red ruby. You see it grabbed in the hand of Relinoff. You see him smile, completely enraptured and captured in this greed, this moment, this betrayal. Aurum and Magnus, you see this small elven figure amidst this projection running fast, darting beyond the smoke, beyond the embers, quietly. It dashes from ledge to ledge quickly. As it does so, it lurches right behind Relinoff. As you see Relinoff crystallizely holding this gem as it gleams and sheens off of the fire that emits around him, you see this humanoid elf-tipped ear with long braided white hair. A Toronto rocks. You hear the individuals of the reverence. Toronto! Get it! Save him! He goes for what everyone thinks is Rennoc, but Toronto has a different idea. He takes a long blade, and with his tipped ears, he dives, leveraging himself off of an avalanche ledge. He juts himself forward, gathering himself, spearing himself right between Relinoff's fingers, fracturing the red gem. You see it shatter into multiple pieces, 3, maybe 4. You see it shatter to the ground. In mid-air, you see Toronto grab each shattered piece. He grabs them and in an oversalting front flip, lurch himself 10 feet forward and land, and without breaking stride, run forward towards the party of the reverence. Before Relinoff even knows what happens, he sees the party vanish into the smoldering smog before him, and all he hears is Tarando's last voice saying, "Run! You will not take us here today, Relinoff." You see this projection amidst fade. From once smoke, now nothing. The smoldering embers and everything before you finally fades and subsides. You all snap from this small projection, the black and the red suit subsiding. You all gather yourselves once again, sitting, hoping that there's not another fight to come. You all gather. Everybody seems almost breathless from what they just witnessed. What do you guys do?
Is any as this like the black soot settles, is there any of it that remains?
You have, I'd say, 2 handfuls that you were able to gather of the conflicts before it was able to fall between your fingertips, before you were able to actually gather what happened, before the wind pulled it away.
Of conflux dust. Okie dokie.
Do you want me to like get in your backpack and grab some vials?
Oh yeah, sure. That would help
you're just
immensely.
holding dust
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yeah, that would I would appreciate that.
Okay, I can do that.
Above board, have we heard the name Tarondo Rocks before?
I don't think.
Nope.
Yeah.
What was Papa Rox's name?
Tor.
I'm trying to. What was it?
Tor, T-O-R.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tor. Okay. All right. Tarondo, Tor. All right. They might be related.
I mean, I don't think might.
But yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And I have something for your blade, for the art of the blade. I'm getting it for a second, but you guys do your thing. What are you guys doing?
The blade.
I don't know what. I want to. Magnus wants to get drunk and sleep for 8 hours.
You talking about the blade on the ground?
Yeah.
Is it cool enough to grab?
Yeah, you take a few moments and you grab it. You see the hilt looks to be made of some sort of black scale.
Right now.
Almost like draconic scales. You see that the blade is long and black, and it seems to have some sort of crack that runs down that seems to be gleaning multiple different
Just in
colors.
time for you to get a new weapon when you use your last feather on your axe too.
I've got one more.
You really?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Well, tuned to the sword,
I used
see
my
what it-
third.
see
I've
what
got
it
one
has.
more.
I bet this sword is hot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really use it right now, but I can maybe try to find somebody that can smelt it. It's cracked, so it's like.
Here,
Like,
this
that
is
fucking
the
We're
picture
in a world
of
of
it.
magic, and you think a crack's gonna fucking stop you from beating people to death with it?
Might.
From tip to tip?
Who knows? That's cool.
What if the crack is like an aesthetic purpose? You know, like a design. You know.
All right.
Ooh, that's hot.
That's what he has done.
All right, Magnus. There are so there are a number of mages and whatnot, and you said that Gerald did show up.
Yes, Gerald Strom is out there amongst with what looks to be 10 mages or sorcerers that have either survived or that have remained within the town. You see about another 100 or so onlookers that are probably those who live in town, and yeah.
And from what we can see, there is no remnants of the storm site.
Nothing.
What?
Nope.
Well, you discuss this for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom real bad.
Yep, that's fine. Actually, we can take a quick break right here if you guys want to take a quick 5-minute break if everybody wants to go to the bathroom.
We can do that.
Yeah, let's just take this and then we'll reconvene. Let everybody absorb what just happened. We'll go to the bathroom and then we'll come back and finish this bad boy up.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so you guys have reconvened after your glory fought battle and are now sitting amongst the crowds, gathering yourselves. What do you guys
We've
want to
unmuted
do?
and everything. We're still good.
Yep, we're good.
Okay. I don't think there's anything immediate we need to do right here, right now. So I think we should just go home.
Okay. You guys want to just head back
Right?
to
Yeah, I'll take the
Inventus?
sword for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tune to that.
All right, so
we'll have to take a short rest. But
yeah, so you take it, you pick it up, you make your way back towards the crowds. As you guys start wanting to just kind of make your way back home, you see that Gerald and a couple other individuals kind of come up alongside of you. You felt that storm, and it's no longer there. You see Gerald. It just doesn't exist anymore. Kind of just keeps looking over his shoulder as you guys keep walking towards your estate, and he keeps pandering in almost disbelief that the storm site is gone, that there's
fucking
nothing
died.
there.
Starts drinking more.
You take a couple sips, a couple sorcerers here over your shoulder. Yeah, we watched him fall. He was still fighting though, but he did die. We watched it, but somehow he's still standing. You hear murmurs throughout the crowds, and you hear others speaking of like this dwarf who, fought past death. And you hear just the stories kind of trail on and be very quickly brought to different states of exaggerations within 5 to 10 minutes. You guys are then brought back. You guys are met back up with Denistine and Grendridge. You see Life, who kind of sits back off in the corners, still kind of ashamed with what happened with Gildor, and knows that he probably shouldn't have been there to try and revive anybody. He kind of stands off as you guys all reconvene. Grendridge kind of walks forward. I saved over 200 fucking individuals, guys. He's all proud of himself. You see him just kind of pumping out his chest. You see Oxford and some of the individuals of the orphans in the estate kind of looking out some of the windows, as now there's about 50 individuals, kind of hanging around you guys. You have a small crowd and people just want to hear what's next. You all turn, and Grendridge just kind of, all right, everybody's probably tired. Get the fuck out of here. Get on with your day. Do whatever. I'm sure that all of you need to go and rebuild part of your homes, or at least start, helping clear out part of the fields, or, anything. There's 2 farms that got burnt. There's many things that can happen. You need to leave some of this. And then he just kind of turns as Denistine just leans in. Let them speak for themselves, Grendridge. And then he just turns, and they just go walking inside. They close the door. You guys stand there with some of the most predominant individuals that you've come to know in Inventus, amongst Gerald Strom and some of the more wealthy people that live around you. You sit there and you hear one individual. So what's next? I have some memories that I didn't remember that came from that storm. You hear another individual. Yeah, something that I remember too. My granddaddy lived way longer than 75 years ago. How come I can remember him now? You hear murmurs throughout the crowds. Some people almost in slight panic. You see Gerald Strom with trembling hands. I remember things, but we shouldn't speak of them here. You see this crowd just almost waiting for answers.
Wait a second. What if we did speak of it here, though? In public, for everybody to know about?
He kind of just looks at you and he just gulps. I don't know if I'm strong enough of a man. You see him just with a trembling lip.
Oh, no. the things I've just seen means that like all the events that like that's led up to this point has been like solely based on like one puppet master's strings, and we didn't even fucking know about it until like I died a little bit ago and came back.
You see him kind of shake his head a little bit, and then he darts his eyes from corner to corner, looking around the crowd. I remember things. I could speak them here if you think it's best. We are kind of at your mercy now. And you see a lot of people just kind of bow their head at that notion. We are behind you, Moonlight Marauders. You have saved our town, and you clearly care for the sake of these people. Why would we not wait for your every word?
I as Magnus am just gonna like completely not acknowledge anything he just said. Just right there. Like I'm just zoned out.
You see Gerald, he kind of just nudges forward. What do I do?
I'm just staring at Aurum because I'm like, dude, I don't know how to deal with people. Like,
Only Magnus knew.
like,
Gerald just comes up and kind of tugs on your hand, Magnus. What do we do? And then just kind of looks at both of you, fuck this, and Aurum.
Who just did that?
Gerald
you see this
Strom,
dead look take over
Strom.
Magnus's eye.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, what? Oh god. Like, Magnus is
Gerald.
starting to have a panic attack. I just want everybody to know that.
Say, did any of the villagers or children get hurt or anything?
You hear as you say that, oh, we've taken tally, there's only a
that's fucking
few
cool.
that,
You ask about the random people instead of the fucking party member that fucking burned to death on the field. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
You're alive, aren't you?
Alive, yeah.
It's cool. I'm hyperventilating now. I'm drinking more.
Only 3
Here's a con
individuals
save for
were
my drinking.
injured, 2 were children, but only a couple broken bones amidst the chaos in the run. The 2 farms were completely evacuated, and we don't believe anybody was hurt in them, though we need to probably send a lookout to make sure that everybody made it out. Aside from that, we lost some cattle, a little bit of farmland, but nothing that can't be rebuilt.
I think today has been a very
That's
long
good.
day.
Yes.
I think tonight should be a time of rest and recuperation. There is much to do, as Grendrich said, but any problem we have now will be here in the morning. It's late. I suggest you take this incident as a warning that life is short. Be with your families. Cherish your families. And in the morning the people of Inventus will begin to rebuild. And Gerald, we will have a conversation in the morning. I will find the lapidary, whose name, yeah, there he goes. I was like, names, it's been a couple weeks. And I will ask if whether or not he would be able to immediately begin working on a project. So at one point we were discussing making a moonlight gem, and we had 2 nights to do that. With the abatation of the storm, is it a clear night sky? I will cast Druidcraft to predict the weather for tomorrow night. Is it gonna be cloudy tomorrow? Okay. Liam, it's gonna be an all-nighter tonight. You'll get some rest tomorrow during the day, and tomorrow's probably gonna be an all-nighter. Are you up for it? Um. Grendrich, are you still okay?
Did you give him the conflux?
No, I think he's gonna make the Moonlight gem tonight, and then
Okay.
tomorrow I'll have him infuse the conflux into my gauntlet.
Has the long rest happened? Yes or no?
I'm getting ready to, yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, the long rest happens.
I'm trying to recall. I believe I used the Orlando scroll, if I recall correctly. The Orlando scroll. So I don't. Nah, the scroll that Orlando gave me, so that way we could contact her once. I believe I used it already. Then I have no way of getting in contact with anyone, essentially.
The only
Life
one
has
that can
message.
is Seth.
Yeah.
No, only
Nah, we'll be fine. I'm not gonna play a game of telephone with someone who's not here. So yeah, we'll I don't have anything else to do. I don't believe. I need a long rest.
Yeah.
the crack was up the whole time. It's perfectly fine.
As we are taking time, I will gather now if they're not already asleep. Let's go with Sydney and the twins, Riven and Reeser.
Okay.
If they're still awake, I'd like to just tend to the potatoes for a little bit. Just spend some time.
Okay. Before bed, they kind of go down and like a ritualistic chore. They kind of go through and clean maintenance, make sure that there's no infestation or anything going on. They do a good job at it. They seem that they've been taking turns doing it, and they seem okay. Oxford, even with his somewhat of a gimp arm, seems to be spirited, especially with everyone around. You see everybody just with you all around seem to be being busy doing something, showing that they have worth, trying to be in that prideful moment, and you're all seeing you all trying to just show their worth. You guys want to do anything else before you guys wake up the next morning?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You guys gather your long rest?
Everything I want to do happens immediately after I wake up from the long rest.
Well, you all wake up. You have gathered yourself.
So everybody's going to realize that Magnus has gone completely missing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
He's like completely gone.
What?
Like nobody
You
has
on a
any idea
bender?
what's
Give me a stealth check. Give me a stealth check.
You on a bender?
Stealth check? My passive self's 23. I'm not like gone. Jesus Christ.
No, that's fine. Just so we know how gone
I'm
you're
in
gone.
the house. You just hear like this like tapping of like this like it seems like somebody's like using a tiny hammer. And you also hear like vague cursing and like pacing with like dwarven heavy boots.
Okay.
Because Magnus doesn't wear heavy armor, but my boots are fucking made of steel. It makes sense. That's just happening. I just want everybody to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, while this is happening, at the crack of dawn, you guys hear the door open, and you hear that, and you hear the loud noise of Liam. I've done it! Aurum, wake up! I have crafted what you have sought, and it awaits. I'll leave it on the table, and I'm going to get some rest. I will be up in 6 hours, and we shall plan for whatever we shall do tonight and get things ready. You hear Grendridge. Yeah, there's also a messenger out front for someone. Whoever's up, I gotta get some fucking sleep. You hear both of their footsteps immediately go as they both go walking past both and all of your rooms, hoping that one of you will deal with anything of the above. You take a few moments and you hear a knock on the door. Messenger for the Moonlight Marauders.
I will cautiously answer the door.
You kind of peek out and you see what looks to be like a 12 to 13-year-old boy with brown hair, kind of darker complected. He kind of sits there in very clean green and kind of blue colors. And you notice the mark of Amedia and what looks to be the Amedia Postal Service that runs here in Hexwell. And you see the hex kind of, it's basically like a hex symbol around a gigantic A that sits in the middle. And it seems to be encrusted with like a white and blue. He sits there and now you immediately notice this Postal Service, but it's very expensive to use. He sits there. I bring message for the Moonlight Marauders. Can you accept the message?
Yeah, sure.
You have been invited to the Amedia Council of Courts by a Callan Darcimius, I believe his name is, if I'm pronouncing it right. He wishes to invite you. He has heard of the word that has traveled from Inventus quickly to Amedia over the fortnight, and I believe it was last night, or was it 2 nights, that the event happened where the flames were diminished.
It was 2 nights.
Well, 2 nights ago, we believe that is what they wish to speak of.
Okay.
He reaches out and you see that he has an actual invitation that is a piece of paper that is wrapped in a golden ribbon. As he hands it to you, he kind of leans back, and as you take it, he says, as soon as you open that golden ribbon, your invitation will be accepted to Amedia and the Council of Courts. So, if you do not wish to accept, I will take it back.
Teleportation?
I do not know, but I do know that it does have magic imbued with it, though I'm not sure if it's teleportation or a possible message sent with it.
So you're saying we have to open it immediately?
You do not have to open it immediately, though I think it expires within 48 hours, so I would open it upon expediency and when applicable for you.
Then we shall take it.
He hands it off, releasing it from his fingertips. He gives us a slight bow and kind of slams his heels together. He takes about 3 steps back and then gives kind of a curtsy bow. Have a good day, sir. And he turns and he just kind of runs off. And you see now, after taking a few moments, that was just kind of a smaller man or maybe a halfling. But you haven't really seen too many of them and you're not really sure. The individual runs off and you have now this golden encased, kind of feathered, ribboned note now that you see that seems to be like some kind of tightly wound card. The rest of you kind of get up. You guys make your way downstairs. Everybody in this early morning seems to be somewhat asleep. You guys are gathering yourselves around and you make yourself back inside, Aurum.
I will find Denistine if he is nearby.
Yep. You guys go near. Denistine comes up.
This moment, you guys hear what sounds like someone falling off a stepladder, and like and a bunch of yelling that's in specifically Dwarven.
You see Denistine as he comes over. Yes. What can I do for you?
I just received a message. The name was Callan. What now?
Callan Darcimius.
Darcinius. Okay. I just received an invitation to a media by Callan Darcinius.
As he says that, the boy was wrong. It's Darcimius.
Darcimius.
He's yeah, I've heard of the name. Part of the Council of Courts. He's one of the highest ranking officers. He's ever rarely seen. He wishes an audience. Is that what you're going to tell me next?
I was told that if we are to open this ribbon, something would happen. The invitation would be accepted. It was unknown to the messenger whether or not it was teleportation or just a simple message. I was hoping that you would have used this postal system in some way before.
I mean, I know of some, but whether or not... Let me put it this way to you. There may be, there may not be. It's hard to tell. I'm going to assume as soon as you accept that invitation, you're going to be sent to a guest house with most likely some sort of, how do I say this? Maybe like a attendant. You know, you ever been to a hostel? A place that you can stay. You check in. They're going to greet you. They're waiting. They'll wait for probably 24 to 48 hours. If you don't arrive, they'll just go away and then someone else will take it. It's basically like a private estate, maybe a little abode where people are invited to, especially in the media for political meetings. That's my best guess. If not, it could be a vocal message that is already pre-recorded that's sent within that. Other than that, I have no idea.
I did not anticipate this, so I did not prepare anything that lets me identify any kind of magic, and I don't know if life has been reading enough to do so. So I might be able to have some kind of insight tomorrow.
Reg
but
just
tomorrow,
looks at you, kind of overhearing this. What the fuck are you afraid of? It's a letter.
Because I don't want to be teleported to a media right now.
I'll open it.
Yeah.
I'll open it. And if I get teleported there, I'll just tell them, oops.
No.
I don't want to lose you, Grendrich.
Well, kind of leans back. What the fuck are we gonna do? We're just gonna open it and hold hands, and if we all go, we go.
At
And
this point, you guys hear a slight explosion.
I just wasn't
Oh
gonna
my
open
God.
it.
Followed by more
What
cursing.
is he?
Where is he at?
It sounds like I might be in the attic.
You hear one of the kids just laughing like, "Oh!" So, what are you guys doing?
Honestly, I was just gonna ignore it.
Smells
We
like
kind of already have
evenly
plans.
throughout the house. No, after the explosion.
All right. I think we're just gonna tuck this little letter away. And I'll pocket it, I suppose.
Okay.
And then I will also go and examine Leome's work.
Right, so you go over onto the table and you see in this purple felt encased sleeve this bar that almost looks like a bar of gold. But then as you get closer, you notice it's much smaller and it sits in the palm of your hand, no more than 2 inches, maybe 3 inches long, and maybe 1.5 inches wide. It stands maybe a quarter of an inch, maybe 2/4, half of an inch, maybe thick. You sit there and you grab it, and the weight of it is immense compared to what you thought. It's like lifting up 1,000-pound tablet in comparison to what you thought it was. It seems so solid and compound, and the craftsmanship, you see very to none of a hammer mark on it. You see the craftsmanship is so elegant that when you look through it, you see what almost gleams like that of the light of the moon. You take a few moments and you just relish the fine master craftsmanship that has been done on this. And as you look at it, you see that it also seems as if something that could fit in almost like your socket of a gem. As you see, this is much thinner, much more compact version, almost like a 10 times better version of the fractured version that you have, as yours somewhat protrude out, and this would lay flush, or if not embedded in, beneath the armor. You immediately think like, holy shit, if I could have this for all of my gems, like the refinement, the craftsmanship, and like, wow, like, and if that was able to be done in a couple of hours on just a whim, imagine this guy on proper equipment.
Wild. And so this is a moonlight gem.
Yep, you
Is
have
that what
a
I'm writing
moon.
down here?
Yes, you have a moonlight gem. This is
Okay.
this is like a catalyst to a lot of things. You know, this is like your Minecraft crafting table.
All right.
This will get you to the next steps of a lot of bigger, better things. So the complex, even crafting other weapons. You know, you could take a normal sword, and he kind of explains to you, you know, just the capabilities. As you see, like there's a list of notes that he, wrote next to it to kind of reference to you, like the capabilities of, improving basic weapons with this moonlight capability, of infusing it with light, of infusing it with possible more damage, within darkness, giving it, the dim light that it could shine and sheen off to warrant never being in darkness. Like he goes on and on about the possibilities.
All right. Then I will. Is this the safest place? Is this the safest place for this? Do we have a safer place? Should I keep this on me? Fuck this.
I mean, I think you'd be okay.
Benacine and Grinders, they both kind of look at each other. I mean, we don't really have a safe place, so
Not really.
you could put it underground with the potatoes, hide it underneath one of those.
At least it's not gonna try to like corrupt your soul.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great.
Mhm.
I mean, my soul is pretty great. Your soul is the one that has had its runaround.
As you guys hear this, you wait a moment. Everybody give me a perception check. As you guys kind of gather around in the main foyer of the entry point of your homestead, of your estate. And you guys are kind of watching and gleaming over this while you hear Magnus upstairs in one of his off rooms banging and exploding around.
No longer exhausted, right?
No. You guys are good now. Magnus, you need to make this perception too, and you can do it at advantage because you're on a higher portion of the house, so you would definitely.
I was having like some weird fucking mental break.
I mean, you can if you wish. I'm just saying you would be in a position. You don't have to. If you're saying you want it, that's fine.
I'm doing it. Might be.
Wow, it's a good thing too. Okay, so you all kind of take a moment, and Magnus, you notice it at first, and then shortly after, Aurum and fuck this, you take a few seconds, and in the far range, you hear a this batted wing sound that beats among the wind. It sounds very familiar. You take a few moments, and in the interruptions of explosions and the mental breakdown, Magnus, you turn, and in one of the windows of one of the third-story buildings, you see out it as you gleam a scaled creature being rode with 3 individuals flying on the back. You see them flying as they start cascading down a couple 100 feet, soaring towards your estate. You see it first as a black silhouetted figure in the sky, and then the rest of you hear it rushing to the windows. You look up and you see it amongst the bright, clear sky. No storm now, and no clouds in this area to impede most of your vision like before. No mist from any of the storms or the differentiating temperatures. Just cold and clear skies. You take a moment. You look and you see some of the snow, but nowhere near as much as you did before. As you look and you notice these are the same individuals that you saw before, at least armored. Possibly from the same clan, maybe different individuals, riding the same wyvern creature. As you see it coming down, you see it as it lands, it hits about 50 feet away from your estate. You see 2 individuals get off, and the backed dragonborn, bright red, adorned in this huge shoulder pauldroned armor with bones that mount stretching upwards about 2 to 3 feet above him. As they all get off of this wyvern creature, you see the front 2 adorned in a black dull armor. They take off their front helmets, shouldering them underneath their arms, and then putting them on top of their shoulders almost in an ornamental way, hanging them. They raise their right hand. Buctus, we have been following you. We understand you have been doing certain deeds, but we have certain things that we need to speak with you about. You have been misguided, and we have been mistrusting. We've been ill-led by our leader, Argonus Cavalier. We just now realized this last night and have started staging a coup. We would like your help. This, and you see as this dragonborn turns and he motions to this bright red individual. This individual, his name, he goes by Smarstadt. He says that he knows you. You see as this large red dragonborn, scaled, walks forward towards your estate. This darker dragonborn yells towards your estate even farther. We know you're in there, and we do not wish ill upon you or any combat. We will lay down our weapons, and we will speak on your terms. We wish for there to be peace, and we need the right counsel. And this Relenoff Draconius to fall at any cost. You see as they all lay down their weapons, and this red, studded armored Dragonborn walks forward towards the front of your estate. He starts taking off his ornamental armor, and as he does so, you see the last piece drop by the wayside of him as he drops his blade. As he does so, you see an individual that looks fairly close to Fuctus in many ways. And that's where we're in today's session. We'll pick up next time.
What a dick.
Right here.
Is what a dick his name?
What a dick.
Is what a dick father to fuck this?
Yes. Red Dragonborn, what a dick. Smashed out, what a dick. Fuck this.
What a dick, shit, I'm out.
Smash that, what a dick, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh my god.
All right, but yep. So next time, that's where we'll pick up, and yeah, no one died yet.
Technically died.
Well, I mean, one of them died.
Hey, you got brought back. You got it. It's okay.
Dude, it was the worst is how you killed me though. You're like, I just got hit in the ass.
You're over there popping off.
Popping off my ass.
Trying. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I hadn't hit like an attack in like.
No, you were like 0 and 4.
This motherfucker.
Hey, but guess what? But guess what? I could move towards you and stay in range of them. Why not get in range of all three of you almost? You know?
No.
You guys didn't really spread out, so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep moving towards that guy so I can just slay him all three if I want.
I was gonna say my mother's name is like sheepy on me.
Oh god. And right there is where I'm gonna end the recording. Oh god.
Oh my god.